Yep. Okay. Five. Oh, okay. So what? We're on now. Okay. You got your. Yeah.
I mean, you can see the edge of it, but
Yeah.
you
So
can't.
the sign. It's cool.
Yeah.
No, you're good. I mean, the thing. All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give all honor and glory and praise and face the east to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening, learning, to the bahasham, the house of David. All right, this is Men of Valor Las Vegas Camp. All right, coming to you through the will and power of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. We have the brother Rob Moff here. All right, hey, for a beautiful Passover that we just got to partake of. All right, that Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi allowed us another year, hey, to remember to think upon His name. All right, hey, another year closer to this place being destroyed. All right, that Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, hey, is continuing to make plain upon tables the truth. All right, and prophecy. Prophecy is speaking loud and clear. Now you have nations rising against nations. All right, you got NATO on the verge of complete collapse. All right, hey, Iran is amping up, and that pride is being lifted up. The weak are saying that they're strong. Hey, and they're showing themselves to be a worthy adversary. All right, to these devils. All right, and these devils are upset about this. Okay, they thought they were just going to go in and have it done in 72 hours. All right, in 72 hours, hey, continue to push on. Now we're damn near a month into this thing. All right. And Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is only going to have it amp up. All right. Because prophecy will be fulfilled. Okay. But with that, hey, we're going to go ahead and get started in these scriptures. And hey, let prophecy speak. All right.
Go ahead, bro. Second Ezra.
16. You can start at 1.
16, verse.
Yeah, you can start at 1.
This is Second Ezra 16 and 1 says, "Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Assyria. Guide up yourself with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand."
Right. Your destruction is at hand. All right. Gird up yourself and remember, hey, all the atrocities that you have done to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi's nation, to His name, all right, to His people, all right, to the land. All right, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi has a recompense for you. All right, so He's saying He's calling you into the remembrance of your destruction. Remember that you're going to be destroyed. Remember that you have to answer for the atrocities that you have committed unto me, unto my name, unto my land, unto my people. All right, hey, you have to answer for that. All right, all appear before the judgment seat of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Nobody's exempt. Nobody gets away. The exemption only comes from you being found as an Israelite man, woman, or child. All right, and more so the elect of the nation of Israel to receive salvation on this go around from the coming perilous destruction that is being broadcasted. Okay, here it is now. You have what is it? The World Economic Forum. The people. There was this. I forgot his name, Salakia, but he stepped down. All right.
Oh, yeah.
He stepped down. Hey, why? Because the talk of nuclear weaponry was up for discussion to use against a people. All right. Now, on top of it, you have these top generals stepping down, all right, because they defied Trump's orders. All right. They either stepped down or got put out of their position. All right. Or left. All right. Hey, forced retirement, just left, or they're complying. I think it was only like 12 or 14 of them that complied. Okay. So it goes to show that this devil, hey, he doesn't have the backing, and it's a house divided, as the scriptures have already foretold us, prophesied about.
I got that pulled.
Yep. You got it.
But it's remember when Trump had made that speech with Hegseth, or really was Hegseth, they were speaking about that enemy within.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's accounts of um, military sabotage, self sabotage, so they don't got to go fight in that war. With starting with the Navy, but you know these guys that left their position because they don't agree with what the head what Pharaoh Trump Nero 47 doing.
Right, and they said it's damn near a coup.
And the the motive behind it, because all that has been exposed, as the scriptures say that he shall be made bare, you know. So the true reason behind is really that they out there because they just greedy bastard like Esau, as the scriptures describe Esau. Um, people finally recognizing it, and the Lord says this. So I'm gonna grab it in the NLT. This is Mark 3:23 in the NLT. It says Yahawashi called them over and responded with an illustration. How can Satan cast out Satan? He asked. And these devils is telling on themselves. All right. As the scriptures say that their tongues shall fall upon themselves. All right, that's what we're witnessing happening. And that leads to the exposure. Okay, we're seeing the fanners of Babylon working. Those fanners starting with the prophets, but the Lord put the spirit on His own nation, to kindle that fire as well.
Hey, because how many times have this devil, Trump, said, "Oh yeah, we're in talks with Iran. We're at an agreement," and Iran's come and said, "Bitch, what you talking about? We have no knowledge. Matter of fact, we gonna keep this shit going."
Yeah, well, look how he acted on them. He did when they were in peace talks. 47 bombed them.
Mm-hmm.
When they were supposed to be discussing how to end the shit, he turned around and bombed their ass while they was in the middle, and that goes again. Because Psalms 55.
Yep.
Peace is always, or war is always in his heart.
Yep.
His words be smooth as butter. All right. Trump just said he put that 48 hours on him again. All right. That was yesterday, right?
Yep.
So now it's 24 hours. It's verse 24. A kingdom divided by civil war will collapse. Similarly, a family splintered by feuding will fall apart. And if Satan is divided and fights against himself, how can he stand? He would never survive.
Right, because you got civil war of the people, right? You got the people uprising against the people. All right. Hey, and the people are starting to look, they're starting to turn their focus from across seas to right here at home. Well, wait a minute. Why are we fucking focusing overseas? Let's take care of the problem here. All right. They're already doing what they're gonna do over the seas. Let's talk to the motherfuckers upstairs. All right. This is the mentality of the people. They're getting sick of this shit. Okay. There's no way that this devil can turn back the hands of time. All right. He has no more time. His time is up. So Yahawashi is exposing his nakedness. All right. They have very, 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 very minute moments left in this queendom.
And we seeing that really take place in other parts of the world, but it's coming to Babylon the Great soon.
Mm-hmm. You had a brief. Okay.
Yeah.
It's Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. That no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first. And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Hey, and that's what he's doing. He's being revealed. Yahawashi is allowing this devil to be butt naked and afraid. All right, because this is what this devil is. He's afraid. All right, he's afraid that the prophets of doom are out on the highways and byways, and now people are starting to see it. They're starting to say, oh, it's no longer a theory. Oh shit, this is really happening. Hey, these men have to be someone. They have to have some type of foresight. They have to be something other than just men. All right, because this word is of Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi. We are not just men in the flesh. All right, we are spiritual men of Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, calling out prophecy for all nations to let you know your deliverance or your destruction. All right. Either way, the word is going out. You cannot stop the word of Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi even when you cut this bitch off. All right. Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, hey, will continue to push forth his prophecy. All right. And you can't do nothing against the truth, only for the truth. No matter what you do or say, it will always lead back to the prophecy of Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi.
I mean, in all reality, this devil being revealed. That's why, it's moving so fast. I'm saying that what's going on in the Middle East, that's just a part of him trying to get an artificial birthright. There's still these devils deep down. They're still mad about our forefather Jacob or Yaakov, Yaakov and them for that birthright. So now they're trying to make an artificial a GMO birthright for themselves. That's why you got it. What is it called? The Greater Israel Project. That's what they're doing in the Middle East. Because really, when you look at it, that's why it says the least of the flock should draw them out. That's all that's happening, and that's prophecy. Right? You know what I'm saying? Because they want that whole region of land, mainly the small hats. All right, and those Rothschilds, which play both sides of the wars, they're small hats too. Okay, so now the only thing is over here in America is to have what people riot, lose their mind, so they can bring their NWO in, so they can justify what coming down with great wrath, justify coming and killing amounts of people. So, like the brother said, these devils have been revealed. Now they're about to throw a fit, you know, because the greatest trick that the devil ever pulled was to make people think that he didn't exist. Yeah. But now, in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, all right, the third witness is being these whistleblowers. All right, all these devils are being revealed. Their plans are being revealed. Now they about to throw a fit. There's nowhere else you devils can run to.
All right. Hey, like like we said before, hey, we as the Israelites or our Esau Edom's release, we're his therapy. All right. He's always had the ability to perform his bloodthirst, his bloodlust out on the Israelites. All right. And he'll get to do it again to an extent, but it's going to be different in this day and time. Why? Because Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi said he's going to rise up a standard in Israel. All right. And rising up that standard is giving those men, his elect men, all right, spiritual powers, all right, or the ability to survive in a hellish condition. More than this, all right, you are not going to be able to do away with the seed of Israel, despite what you fucking think, Esau. It's not going to happen, all right? But we applaud you, all right? We applaud you for your efforts, all right? Hey, we support Trump. We give him a round of applause each and every day. Thank you, Trump, for bringing forth prophecy. All right, keep that same energy. All right. Do we want you on your bed? No, we want you to be live long and prosper and healthy. All right, until the end, until the Father sends His only begotten Son, Yahawashi. All right, we want you to remain healthy. Okay. Good.
I got verse 4 in 2 Thessalonians 2:4, who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High.
Hey, this devil has recently his recent press conference, he just did it again. All right, this devil knows nothing but pride. All his pride, all right, is the top of everything. It doesn't matter what it is. Okay. He's lustful and prideful in every single way, in every single fashion. Whether it be his finances, whether it be his technology, shit, whether it be his false knowledge or his ideology. All right? His pseudoscience, all of it leads back to his pride. All right? And what does Yahawashi say about pride? All right? Hey, a fall of your destruction. All right? For a prideful ass man. All right? Roughly paraphrasing scripture. So Yahawashi has no delight in this devil. All right? He only wants to solidify his downfall in the eyes of all nations. All right? Because as he raised Pharaoh up to show his strength, as Trump and America is the new dynasty, all right, of Egypt, Rome 2.0, all right, Egypt, Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0, all right? Hey, this land has only been risen up to its highest status because it needs to be the crown jewel. It needs to be the crown jewel that Yahawashi is going to destroy this motherfucker. All right? As he's going to crash through the will and power of Yahawashi. Go electric. All right?
The hell was this shit saying?
Go electric.
Right. He's gonna get electrified.
That's the spirit that's saying go electric, and we entering into a new industrial revolution.
Yeah.
Which is
Right.
gonna bring in what? That RFID seal.
Yep.
Right. And he looked like a devil too. So.
Yep.
Yeah. He gonna get that seal, man. That's another thing, because digital IDs are gonna be a thing. That's why it says who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, because this man was literally a merged man with a sheep and made a creature in his own image. That's what that seed is about.
Right. And all children born in 2026 have a digital ID now.
Yep.
Well, Uganda is on the verge of being that as well. Like
Kenya.
Kenya.
Well, who was out there? Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Gates.
Bill fucking Gates was out there testing out, putting shit in those fucking kids out there, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, you got it.
you got it.
I was saying, Satan casting out Satan.
Yeah.
You know, because he's telling us, what the plans is, through the spirit, but they making that divide from, from both sides. Those that get along with the system, the far left and the far right.
Mm-hmm.
He's a fucking two-time loser.
Right.
He shouldn't even be on the E-bike. He should be like a flying car.
Right.
He's a fucking two-time loser riding around here. That's why you devils.
Shit, he looks like a 3-time loser.
Right.
Because he ain't got no substance.
But he had a regular bike.
Yeah.
It says, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. And that's through the spirit what Christianity did. And now they don't even need Christianity anymore. That's why they bring the seed here. That's why all that's in office is what? Technocrats. Okay? Fucking Elon Musk. We can even look up other ones, but they're bringing forth a digital age because the image of the beast is doing what? It's speaking, man.
Hey, a perfect example is even how Iran had the Statue of Liberty as Baal.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yep.
And you got to remember through these what are they called? Cyber, VR, and cyber and everything. That's a whole new world itself.
Yeah.
All right. So this devil, has given truly the image of the beast to speak. All right. You have these VR video games and everything. Metaverse and everything. All right. All this is another form where this devil actually where he wants to put you. That show that we always talk about, alter carbon. All right. This devil has the technology to put your information on a disc. All right. Look it up. Do your own research. Don't just take our word for it. All right. It's just like reading Rainbow. Don't take our word for it. All right. Check it out yourself. See what this devil has in store, because he wants to perform his enterprise. This is his lust. All right. This is his glory. So he's going to do everything in his power to keep his power. All right. But Yahawashi said, you will rebuild, but I will throw down. Okay. He's allowed this devil to build so many times. All right. From the Renaissance, a little war here, a little war there. He get knocked down, but he get back up. come back with full force, World War I, all right, hey, they had to find something strategic to make them push that war forward so they have the upper hand. World War II, no different. They were losing, and then they found something strategic to give them that upper hand. World War III, they believe that they have it, and they believe that they have the technology. Just because there's other devils, all right, hey, Putin, Kim Jong Un, Xi Jinping, and all them, hey, have all these other, Iran has all these other weaponry. Don't think that America ain't got something sitting in the background. America is still a dominant world power. All right, this devil still has to have the best.
That's why Trump talks the way he do.
Right.
Shit talks like, we got weapons. We got shit.
Sword.
Yeah.
Dance with that fucking sword.
Shit.
Yeah. We got new toys. All right. Hey, but it goes, this devil has to have that ultimate sword. All right. Hey, because this is, once again, this is the crown jewel of the catalyst for destruction. All right. It is held to the highest standard. So Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, hey, can take down this image of this system, of this beast system, take down the image of Esau Edom and make him crumble in front of nations. Something so mighty and so strong that has set himself up on high. And he's allowing just a little bit just to show right now. All right, the enemies saying that they are strong, all right, that we're weak, just a little bit. So their pride's gonna get lifted up a little bit more. But don't think for a second this devil ain't got something in the background like, yeah, we gonna let him get there. Oh damn. All right.
Well, they show some of that when they did.
Now let's justify it.
Yeah, they show some of that when they went against Venezuela.
Venezuela?
Yeah, they showed a little bit of just a little. Let me give it because
But that was old.
yeah,
It was old technology.
but it just still showed them like, look what we got though.
Right? It was just a matter of having just a little bit, just so you could see. Right? Don't think that this devil is done. Hey, this thing is gonna amplify. All right? Greater evils than that you see now will be done on the earth. All right? Hey, because that's prophecy. Okay?
Verse 5. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now ye know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. And this is the time that he's being revealed.
Yeah.
Pretty much all these nations, these overseas nations are tired of these devils. They're all on they all have the same plan as far as the NWO. They all have the same plan as far as hipping everybody. But the thing is, these devils, they can't never have enough. The scriptures say that. So even that war in the Middle East, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they all got plans of hey, yeah, we're gonna do this NWO thing, we're gonna enslave the Israelites, whatever the case may be. But these devils are getting greedy, which they always been. So these other nations that are with this program gonna end up turning on. That's what Obadiah says. What it says, those that were confederate with thee, they're gonna turn against you.
I actually got that.
Oh, that's
I was
Yeah.
15 too.
Like-
You where you,
Yeah,
you got Obadiah?
Yeah, I got that.
You reading verse 15 too? That's what I was told.
verse 7.
Yeah. Yeah, I could go to 7. This is Obadiah, verse 7. It says, I'm gonna start at 6. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hid things sought up?
Right, the NWO plans. You know what I'm saying? Who they are. Even starting with the small hats. Everybody started to wake up to the fact that those aren't the real Jews. Hey, and how you know that? Because through the spirit, how did Israel become a state? You know what I'm saying?
Legislative.
Yep. Through who? Baron Rothschild. Through the Balfour Declaration.
Yep.
He snuck his way up in there because who was over there? The Ottoman Turks, which are those Arabs. That's why there's friction between the small hats and the Arabs like there is today. Because they always been fighting over their land. Even the Arabs know that those aren't the real Israelites. Who was occupying that land before those small hats came up in there? Now, these devils are talking about building a third temple, which the third temple doesn't represent anything but the NWO. That's all the third temple is, putting that see him in your body. All right, a digital world full of technocrats, AI, and technology.
Right. Hey, because here, you see, hey, with the what is it called? Palantir,
Palantir, yep.
right? Hey, all these cameras, your phones, and everything. Like, why do you always think they're trying to upgrade you on these phones and new plans and new shit? All right, they need everything to start communicating together. All right, so they send out that signal to crash your old iPhone, to crash your old Android phone.
If you got to delete damn near, I just had to do an update. You know, and mine's like 3 models old.
Right.
But I damn near had to erase half the shit on my phone just to get the update.
Exactly. Hey, because this is what the devils want you to do.
And then have less room for the apps to go back on the phone.
Exactly.
You know?
Hey, what do they call it?
They phasing
Phasing
you
out.
out. Yeah.
Yep.
You know, that's the same thing with they're gonna make it very hard to function without, you know, a digital payment.
Yeah.
All right, using cash for the time that's allowed. You know, the transition period gonna be, you know,
Swift.
Yeah, it's gonna be quick, but that short time that you have, they're gonna make it hell, you know, just to buy a Happy Meal. You
Right.
know,
Because truth and honesty, they've been doing it since Icky Vicky.
Right.
Right. You've had enough time. All right, but now it's just now that the people are starting to wake up a little bit more in droves. All right, and it's only because they're in an uncomfortable situation, but yet a lot of you still won't take heed to the word. All right, a lot of you Israelites, because it doesn't matter about you other nations, a lot of you Israelites still won't take heed to the word and the prophecy that Yahawashi is speaking. All right, we're not up here of ourselves. All right, we're up here by the will and power of Yahawashi to continue to bring you the gospel, the good news. All right, that salvation it has you have an opportunity at salvation. All right, if you but hearken unto the word and you be of the Lord's elect. All right, because you can't make yourself not a part of the elect, or you can't make yourself a part of the elect. All right, but this news, nevertheless, has going out and will continue to go out until Yahawashi comes. All right.
This is verse 7 says, "All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border."
Even Trump, who did he want to take over?
Greenland. Greenland. Yep.
Greenland, Cuba.
No. Yeah. Yep.
Cuba's still on the table. And
Well, he said he could do whatever he wants with them.
yeah, Cuba and Hades.
And those are moves that, you know, these heathen nations or these, which is really themselves anyway. It's really Edomites and Edomites. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, wait, time out. You want to take over what? Because Greenland, what? It's a part of NATO,
Right.
So they're like, yo,
Hey, we're allies.
yeah,
What do it?
what you got going? That's why they're gonna remove it. Even Trump back then said that NATO said that if they get into a world war, I think with Iran, that they wouldn't help.
Mhm.
So you got these you got NATO, what is it, North Atlantic Treaty Organization? You got them like, yo, y'all, you doing too much.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that was even with Greenland. That was, you know, like, right.
Yeah,
Hey, they telling you that that Bobby Valentino, slow down.
yeah.
All right, you doing too much, Trump. But here it is. You're like, Trump is like, nah, shit. I'm king. Right? Hey, that's why the whole No Kings March. All right. That's why that exists, because he shows himself to be a king and not a part of this wicked democracy. All right. Even democracy is wicked. All right. But Yahawah Shai, hey, is doing this. Let this devil do what he's gonna do. All right. Only thing you can do is just forward and give him what he wants. All right, because Yahawah Shai is gonna get what he wants and what he's already ordained and demanded, and that is destruction of Esau Edom's queendom, 1,000 years captivity, hardcore bondage, and then deletion and cancellation of the wicked. So the kingdom of heaven can continue in righteousness, right? Where the Israelites are back in their rightful estate, serving Yahawah Shai first and foremost, and leading the world as Yahawah Shai has intended and it to be directed in the fashion, in the order of his ways. Because Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi is not getting up off his throne to make sure that you heathens are going to do the right thing. He is going to send his people to make sure that you are in fucking order. Plain and simple. All right? Does the CEO, CFO deal with the customer at the fucking bottom? Very rarely, right? And they do that for what? For fucking TV. To tell lies to your vision, right? To make you think this motherfucker really cares. He don't care. You already paid the $17.95 for the product or $49.95 for the subscription. He don't give a fuck. He's doing that for what? Hey, to lift himself up in the eyes of the people.
I'm a nice
You know,
guy.
I'm gonna start back at the top of 7. It says, "All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee.
Yep.
They
Yep. That's the ICBMs. They're gonna shoot all. They're gonna shoot that. They're gonna shoot them nuclear missiles at this place. Crazy. You know, they're gonna shoot them. All the men that are at peace with you, they're gonna turn away from you. The men that were in cahoots with you, they're gonna turn away from you. They're gonna do what? They're gonna shoot missiles.
Hey, it's essentially like, Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi is going to make sure that everybody empties their arsenal.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
That's why it's going to be, hey, this is going to burn shores of America, Babylon the Great, aka Sodom and Gomorrah, aka Egypt, Rome 2.0. All right? Here on the shores of America is going to burn. All right? For a very long time. All right? It is going to continue to burn because all that Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi said, clear out the arsenals. Go ahead and shoot everything that you got. All right? Go so-called overkill. All right?
still starting back in verse 7. They that eat the bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
Like they that eat the bread, they the woven under thee. Because what? They all in cahoots with this NWO. That's why you got something called what? The United Nations meetings that they have.
Yep.
Which is like
No.
But it's
The summit meetings.
yeah.
G37.
And they go to these Bohemian Grove meetings. They do all these. So they all do this shit together. But at the end of the day, like the scriptures say, these devils are greedy. They can never have enough. So what's gonna happen? They're gonna get to the point to where they're like, man, you know what? We tired of this place. Everybody's tired of America.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah. It say, here in verse 3, it says, or verse 2, Obadiah and 2, it says, "Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised."
Right. And how long has it really, think about it, how long has America been despised amongst these other nations? All right. These other nations used to pretend to like Americans. Why? Because that was the cash cow. Right? Oh, come to the country. Right? Let us take your money. All right. But now that this dollar is showing that it's weaker, and the ruble and the yen and the yuan and all these other currencies, hey, have more of value. All right. Now people are like, man, fuck Americans. All right.
It's always about the business.
Right. It was always about the business. It was not for the fact that you could offer them something. Because what do they look at? What do most nations look at Americans as? Fat, obese, undisciplined, spoiled, hey, lazy. All right. Hey, whoremongers. All right. In every single case and form. All right. You have no discipline. You have no respect. All right. So here it is that all these other nations are starting to call it out. All these other nations said, nah, man, shit, they ain't got nothing to offer no more. All right. You got, hey, y'all seen the meme where the Mexican dude he was like, uh, the border patrol came up and it was like, you guys are illegal. we're taking you to detention. You're going to be deported. He says, we're not trying to come in America. We're trying to leave America. All right. And this is exactly what they're starting to do.
And they look at you as dirty. Really, these other heathens look at and these other countries, they look at it as America as heathens, because of it starts with that philosophy, and then vice versa. America look at these other nations like they so much better than. You could go watch a Edomite that travels on YouTube, and just how he conducts himself in these different places. He be trying to look out for himself, but just the pride that comes off of him is ridiculous. Is really ridiculous.
What's that movie where they do the torture shit? In Hostile. Yeah, remember on Hostile when they were when they were basically how much they had to pay for if you had a Chinese person, if you had an Arab, the top person that people were paying to fuck up were Americans. They said it. They were paying double just to get hostile on Americans because the image that these doubles have for Americans, which we're not Americans, but the image that we have, even when we go to another country, is you might be rich, you know what I'm saying? But or how can I say? You might be rich when you go to another country. That's how they look at you. They look at you like a fucking like
Cash cow.
a cash cow, like on a rush hour. You got American money,
Yeah, right.
And then they also look at us as disgusting.
Right. Right.
Or taking. Why
Oh,
was,
taking, yeah.
why was she targeted? Because she was American.
Right. Hey, so delicious is this the fat of this cow. All right. People love America, American business. All right. They don't like the American, but they love American business. Why? Because gluttony. All right. Hey, over an abundance of domestic product that America does not make, but always a consuming nation.
Why the cartel, you know,
Yep.
I'll just say, Lee, they said we only sending them drugs over here for the demand.
Yeah.
Yep.
And why is it such a high demand? Because this motherfucker Esau still gets paid off of it. He gets paid 7 ways. He gets paid off the judicial aspect of it. He gets paid off of the import. He gets paid off of the tax. He gets paid off the death. He gets paid off of the trafficking. He gets paid off of the making. All right. He gets paid off the packaging. All right. This devil has his hands in all sides. That's why he didn't want this shit to end. That's why those files are so detrimental. That's why this thing was started ultimately for this devil. Hey, because he was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit,
I don't even.
oh shit.
If I go down, everybody.
Right. Oh shit, oh shit.
Take the attention off that shit, but it really don't matter anyway because we gonna have eyesight view in the kingdom.
Yeah.
Even stuff that we can't even utter that you've done through spirit, man. The Lord done recorded everything, so it don't even matter. You can't fucking hide nothing. Just like we can't hide our sin from the Heavenly Father. The hell makes you think you can hide from the Heavenly Father, man?
Yeah,
Right.
that's what the elder had said in the lesson. It wasn't epic fury; it was Epstein fury.
Right. Yep. Hey, and y'all see when I put in the chat about the mayor.
New bear.
Yeah, the new mayor of New York.
Came up.
Speculation, right? This could be or couldn't be. Do your own research. Might be Epstein's son.
Oh yeah.
All right. It's just speculation.
Look
Alright.
just like him though.
But hey, nevertheless, it's all controlled opposition through sleight of hand, through legislative, all right, and judiciary acts. Okay?
I don't know if y'all seen the dude that looked like Epstein, and his name's like Palm Beach Steve or something like that. He looked just like him, same teeth and everything. Because it was so-called conspiracy that was him. But
Right. Yeah. Hey, it's all right because this devil is not judged like other men still to this day in this time. All right. Hey, this devil will get away with everything until he can't run when Yahawashi shows up. That's why he's our savior.
It was the wicked are reserved for the day of judgment.
All right. That's why, hey, salvation lies in Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi. We cannot be saved by any other means. There's no other way that this devil can go down. So this devil is going to have it all the way to the very end, but not a moment more and not a moment less. It will be that perfect, precise measure that Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi has allotted for. All right. And that's essentially what we are waiting for. All right. Hey, the ingredients to this cake being baked is precise. Okay.
The name was Palm Beach Key.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, this is the book of Wisdom of Solomon. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 15, verse 9. And it says, notwithstanding his care is not that he shall have much labor, nor that his life is short, but striveth to excel goldsmiths and silversmiths, and endeavoreth to do like the workers in brass, and counteth it his glory to make counterfeit things. You know, and that's talking about Esau, like, his counterfeit stuff, like his AI, his GMOs, all that stuff. He doesn't have a care for the things that are natural that Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi comes to earth. That's what's best for you. He makes, like I said, counterfeit things. Even the money's counterfeit.
Man, could you
Yeah.
see? Yeah, you see, like I said a couple of weeks ago, if you hold the new quarters have no weight to them, right? The new quarter, hey, that is nothing but 10, right? 10 there with some elements so that it can be pressed and not be burnt up. Right? Probably some type of nanotech shit.
Verse 10, it says, his heart is ashes, his hope is more vile than earth, and his life of less value than clay. For as much as he knew not his maker, and him that inspired into him an active soul, and breathed in a living spirit. So, Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi is not in all this devil's thoughts. He doesn't have to care. That's part of his pride.
Hey, what does it say that in the book of Psalms, chapter, I think it's chapter 4, or he's not in his thoughts, in his ways.
Verse 12 says, but they counter our life a pastime, and our time here a market for gain. For say they, we must be getting every way, though it be by evil means.
Hey, and that goes back into Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. Right? Hey, he counts as counterfeit, right? Because this devil is counterfeit. All right? Hey, Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi deals with the living and he deals with the natural. All right? He doesn't deal with artificial anything. All right? Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi, if he doesn't want an artificial prayer, what makes you think he's going to accept an artificial anything else? All right. And the artificial prayer, hey, goes back into premeditation of prayer. I'm going to say this tomorrow. I'm going to say this. I'm going to follow Hail Mary. I'm going to do exactly like that. And that's it. I'm covered. It's artificial. It's fake.
And Esau, the apostles bring out that analogy of Esau being as like the Wizard of Oz.
Yep.
Hiding behind that illusion. All right. And that's everything from his financial power to his strength is an illusion. AI. As brothers reading, artificial. His weapon, he's still hyping himself up to be bigger. And we're not saying that he doesn't have those toys and everything that Trump was talking about, but he's really, the weaker vessel. He's really the one that was made not as strong as the other sibling.
And it's just like videos with brothers that have Apostle Gabar said and Magneto, hey, the humans in their guns. What's the power of a gun in comparison to the power of Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi? All right. What's the power of this devil's weaponry in comparison to Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi? Because his blessing is the sword in every way, shape, and form. Doesn't matter if it's AI. It doesn't matter if it's GMO. It doesn't matter what it is. This devil has the ability to give a weaponry unto all these things. He has searched out and wiser than dead. All right. When he searched those things out, he's searching out to destroy you, Jake. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, as well as you speckled birds whose father's line goes back. Weaponize the air, weaponize the water, weaponize allergies. All right. How is it that kids today have more peanut allergies than ever? All right, more seed allergies, chemical warfare. Because if you ever had to forage on the land, all right, hey, you're gonna eat seeds, nuts, all right, those things, hey, that you cannot necessarily get rid of.
That's where through uh fucking giving you them goddamn syringes when you are younger, when you come out of the womb. That's what that shit's from.
Yep.
You don't know, your kid come out, man. You don't know what's in that syringe. They just tell you you gotta take it.
Right. They won't let you leave the hospital without it.
A lot of that stuff, sloppy, but a lot of that stuff has been linked to causing
Hey,
Autism.
I'm just making sure you didn't call that. Now, this is not medical information. Please do the research yourself.
Yeah.
I know what you're doing.
And then also too, to the spirit, like that's why a lot of these kids, these riots, they jack the hell up. Even us, the Lord spared us, as a youth, because we had to get them shits too, man.
And they right.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean? You get fucking eight of them shits before you go to fucking middle school.
Right.
So it's ridiculous. But see, this devil, he's not gonna kill you immediately. He's gonna do it all the time. That's why our lifespan is so fucking.
Right. But and there's also this devil can drain resources off of everyone.
Yeah.
Right. I may as well have you work and make money off you while you're working. And like we said earlier, he gets paid off of your life and he gets paid off your death and everything in between. All right? Everything in between. He gets paid. So why would I necessarily in the time before this time want to get rid of it when the technology wasn't there? Now the technology's here. Now this devil is sending and allowing certain things to pass through. And you're getting them in your domestic products. Don't think that this devil doesn't know that certain stuff is in those domestic products. All right. Now everybody looking like drop dead Fred. All right. Just at a moment's notice.
Called a banana organic with no seed.
Right.
What they growing from?
They're selling you return.
I got one more. This is Wisdom of Solomon 15 and 13. It says, "For this man that of earthly matter maketh brittle vessels and graven images, knoweth himself to offend above all others."
Right. And this devil, why? Because he has set up what? Multiple idols. And Israel has clinged unto them all. 2/3 of Israel has clinged on. Hey, oh. Why? Because the scripture says, hey, Israel's idols are more than the streets. All right, more than the street names of street signs. Roughly paraphrasing.
Well, that jab was an idol.
Right.
Because in order to have access to society, you had to basically take it.
Right.
You had to bow your knee. That's what that was a foreshadow of that sea hip coming. Mm-hmm. That's all that jab was. You had to have a card to go here, to go there. So when that sea hip comes, what you gonna think is gonna happen in the society too? Oh, you got fitness spots, you got food spots.
I had to have a permission slip to go to work.
Yeah, yep.
Right. I had to have a permission slip to go to work and say that, hey, you could go just in case you get pulled over. Show them this.
And wearing that mask goes back to slavery.
Mm-hmm.
That 6 feet, they try to say, well, there were 5, 6 feet, but it goes back to a coffin. You know what I'm saying? Which really slaves were they had wooden things on them that were 6 feet. And they would have the slaves walk long miles or however they traveled with a cough over their mouth. That's what the mask and all that shit was about.
Yeah.
So they were just basically showing you, like, look, man, this what we're going back to. And motherfuckers was eating that shit up.
Right, because history repeats itself.
Yeah.
All right. It doesn't have to look the exact same way. All right, but it's the exact same thing. Okay. It was a cloth mask today. It was a wood mask back then. All right. It was a sword back then. Hey, it's an AK-47 now. Same thing. It's a weapon.
Because what is 6 feet gonna do for something that's so-called airborne? It's not gonna do shit because people have pores, people have ears, your eyes are open,
Yep.
your hands. I saw yeah, it was psychological warfare.
Yep.
That's all it was. And brothers just figured it out like that. Like, Tom, man, it's some bullshit.
Yeah, you seen how everybody you see still today the little lady rolling in the car with the mask on. All right.
Oops.
Some
Yeah,
people say ain't never took it off.
you're right.
Orange.
So it's like you just continue to watch and just be like, hey, oh, okay, like, oh, this is what they said. Oh, we gotta get ready for this, right? And you're focusing on this, right? Here it is. You need to focus on your how about Shimmy Yahawashi, but you focus on all this other bullshit. Walking around destroyed.
No,
The Second Thessalonians, I'm finishing this chapter 2, verse 6. And now you know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in this time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out the way.
Mm-hmm. And it says until he be taken out of the way. Who's gonna take him out the way? Right? Because last time we checked, scripture says, "Oh thou worm Jacob." How can a worm move anything besides the soil? All right. And the soil, worms really only move in the soil typically when it rains. That's when they really get to travel through the soil. All right. And we're waiting on that rain of Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi. All right. Hey, let his judgment rain down from heaven. All right. The dew as the dew of heaven. All right. We're waiting on that rain, that storm that Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi is about to bring to the earth. Then you're going to start seeing Jake move and maneuver through the will and power of Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi. That's why Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi said, be ye as pilgrims. Be ready to move. Be ready to go. All right?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, with all this stuff going on, through the spirit, it's more one of the things like, you know, how we're going to be protected is through spiritual power. We're going to be in the back burner of things. See, these 2/3 that are going to be out here doing shit, they're at the forefront for a reason, so the Lord can keep us shielded. We ain't gonna be out there riding and doing all that stuff, man. The Lord gonna keep us in a secret place, man. You know, even when these devils come down and try to put us on mainstream media, make us look like something. The Lord already said He's going to deliver us from 6 troubles, and the 7th shall not touch us. And those 6 troubles consist of famine, consist of these devils coming and using their tongue toward us, because that's what's going to happen. They're gonna use their tongue to accuse us,
Hey.
but we're gonna be blameless.
And utter darkness. Hey, because darkness is coming, right? Not only the darkness in the mind of the people that's already here is going to continue. Hey, that blackout is coming.
Well, on my side of town, when we was going back to the telly, remember that whole street was just blacked out,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and it was just like precursors to let you see like nobody will be running around doing those night light jogs or none of that shit. Or when
Yeah,
you
you
got
see
no lights and stuff.
the girl, with the tight shorts and the headphones on.
Yeah.
Hey, have you ever seen Vegas?
It's dark.
Have you ever seen Vegas without the lights on the strip? All right, look at Vegas without the lights on the strip and see how much darker it gets in Vegas. Now imagine when there's no lights, because we're still in the desert. Don't forget, here in Las Vegas, Nevada. All right, this is a desert, so the infrastructure, hey, is in a certain area. Ain't shit else. That's why Yahawashi said, "Hey, they will roughly paraphrase the scripture. They will feel the heaviness of the darkness." All right. Hey, you will not get by in the times to come calling on Jebus. All right. You will not get by relying on your own wisdom and your own knowledge and your own understanding. It is Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi who has to give you the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And he's given it to you by his mouthpiece, the prophets. But you people still don't believe and you still don't see. And ultimately, if you don't, it's because you've been rejected by Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi. All right? Or you're not of his nation.
Verse 8, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Okay, and that's a portion of that is happening right now. A portion of that is happening right now because these devils cannot stand the word that is coming out. The prophets of doom. The biggest threat is a young so-called black man. All right, young so-called Mexican, El Salvadorian. All right, all those who go back to the 12 tribes of Israel. You are a threat to this man's system. You are a threat to his hegemony and his hierarchy. All right, and you will be labeled and sought after as enemy number one.
Enemy of the state.
All right. This is what this devil wants. He has to have someone to blame. He has to have a fall guy. And he's so used to Israel always being the fall guy. And Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi just sitting back because that's our ass whooping. But the father is now said, it's like if you've ever had any kind of parent, you got an ass whooping, right? And you have both parents. All right. There's always one parent when who was ever pissed off the most come in and say, I think he had enough. Right? I think he had enough. All right. And hey, if it's your father, hey, he might listen to what your mom was saying, all right, for a softer hand, or he might say, fuck that, he needs more. All right. And essentially, Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi said we needed more. All right. We didn't get it those times before, but we got it this time. This is that final ass whooping. All right. And our punishment is almost done. We got our ass whooping told, go to your room. Don't come out until I called you. All right. Now Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi is calling us. The
Gotta acknowledge our offense.
right.
That's what the elect comes back is really about. Acknowledging our offense to Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi. That's why he said, we got to bring it. Because really, actuality, if you look at our history, the Lord always kept somebody, for himself when men went off. Now we got all jacked up, as a nation, but now the Lord gonna jack up to 2/3, and he's gonna need to bring it and save him.
Right. Hey, because the big brother got it first, right? Now the father said, go get the rest of your brothers and bring them here.
Yeah.
All right, because his punishment was already accomplished and already done. All right, he had to take the fall first. All right, when he took the fall, hey, we got exemption through him, but didn't mean we didn't get our ass whooped. Right. All right, does not mean that we didn't have to suffer as well.
It's like the big brother took the hit first.
Right.
Like any big brother would do.
He took the blunt force of Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi's anger.
Yeah, because what he did was he made things right from when from Adam, if you can receive it.
Yep.
That's why it says through Adam we died, but through Yahawashi we live. He made, when Yahawashi went on the cross and died for the elect. All right. He made things right as far as what he did reincarnated as Adam. It's even Solomon. That's what he paid for. He brought us back to the Heavenly Father. That's why in I think it's Ezra said, Adam, what hast thou done? Because that's really what our fall it goes back to, man. Since Adam we fell, since we kicked out the daughters who were the Adamites, You know what I'm saying? And now we just kept continually falling, even, through the spirit, on up to getting what? The law, statutes, and commandments.
God, hey, we were continuously drunk.
Yeah.
Right? We're continuously drinking, and we couldn't hold the liquor. All right, we couldn't hold the wine that we were drinking because it was defiled wine. All right. Hey, somebody mixed it and gave us a adios, motherfucker. All right. That's essentially what Israel, because what happened to the name of Israel? All right, for a time period, it's adios, motherfucker. They thought that they did away. Let us do away. Those who are Confederate, let us do away with the name of Israel. All right, the true Israelites. All right, and the difference, some might say that they are Israel, they are Jews. All right, but first, the nationality is an Israelite. We are Israelite men. All right, it is a people before it is a place.
Joshua, Allah, he to the power of God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that opened up. I mean, when he was saying, woe to, Babylon, woe to all the people. This Obadiah, yeah. Obadiah 15, it says, for the day of the Lord is near upon all heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return on thy own head.
Right.
And in the NLT, because, how he said we were Israelites, it says it here, right here. In the NLT, it says, the day is near when I, Yahawah, will judge all godless nations. As ye have done to Israel, so it will be done to you. All your evil deeds will fall back on your own heads.
Hey, goes to show no escape, no exemption for any. All right, because why? When, hey, that main thing you did is touch the apple of Yahawashi eye. All right, we already know that the name of Yahawashi is dreadful in the mouth of the heathens. All right, so they can't call upon him. They don't speak of his name. They speak of Alashadya, Hashim. All right, the other nations don't subscribe to that name of power at this point in time. Why? Because his name is dreadful in his name is dreadful in the mouth of the heathens. All right. They find no exemption in this. That's why they call him by any other thing. Jesus. All right.
Okay. This is Malachi 1:14. The curse be the deceiver which hath in his flock a male and vowed sacrifices unto the Lord of thee. From a great king said Yahawah of hosts, and my name is dreadful.
Yep. Hey, plain and simple. Right? He's a great king, and the name of Yahweh Shem Yahawashi is dreadful amongst the heathen. Why? Because it demands action and judgment. All right. Yahweh Shem Yahawashi, Yahweh, he is, he to be, he exists. Yahawashi meaning he saves, he delivers. He is salvation. Deliverer, being delivered is an action. Salvation is an action. All right. So the name of Yahweh Shem Yahawashi, hey, is dreadful amongst the heathen. Why? Because it all requires action. It causes it causes that action. It causes action to go forth. All right. The only begotten Son, was given power over all flesh, over any and everything that you see. And him and his Father are on one accord. So how much more is the word going to continue to be pushed forward? How much more is the word of Yahweh Shem Yahawashi going to be fulfilled? Prophecy. Right?
Second, said, yeah, this is a second Esdras 7, and I'm gonna start at 47. It says, for what profit is it for man now in this present time to live in heaviness, and after death to look for punishment. O thou Adam, what hast thou done?
Right. Oh, thou Adam, what hast thou done? Because everything has a, even to us right now, we're still in those bodies. We're still in these bodies that can go off. You know what I'm saying, but Yahawashi, he paved the way for that second covenant, which we're not into it. We're not in it yet. But when this double falls and we get beat up, that's going to be the that's going to be the entering into that second covenant. And that's what we've been waiting for. That's, Romans the 8th chapter. That's what our spirit's been groaning for. The revealing of the sons of the Heavenly Father to be as Yahawashi is, 1 John the 3rd chapter. The whole creation is groaning. Why? Your spirit trapped in this vessel. Okay?
Yep. Verse continuing on, it says, for though it was thou that sinned, thou art not fallen alone.
Thou art not fallen alone, because through the fall of Adam, all of us fell. And all of us been on a continual path of just falling.
Yeah, it goes to prove, hey, that Adam uh Adam was a people. All right, not just Yahawashi. All right. Uh when he came, or when he was as Adam, all right, but hey, that it was a people.
It says, but we all that come of thee.
Yep, but we all that come of thee, the Adamites on down to who? The Israelites, the chosen line. See, you heathens get it twisted. Y'all think that y'all just conquered us. Y'all think that y'all just put the foot, y'all stuck it to us, man. Y'all stuck it to the man. Hell no, man. We did it to ourselves.
Right.
And the Lord allowed it. You didn't come on Christopher Columbus and all you goddamn pilgrims came over here and conquered. First and foremost, y'all was getting y'all ass whooped by Gad. And I believe a lot of the tribes too. But the Lord had to put the spirit, he had to know the spirit down on the tribes. That's why you got the Gatling gun. You devils did shit on your own to take down the tribes, man. Why you think police hold so many bullets, man? Why you think police officers just automatically got to use brute force with Jake?
Right.
It's because of that spirit.
It's one call or one Jake, 3 or 4 cops will have to come.
Right.
Yep.
And
Like,
how much weaponry that they got on their bat belt.
Shit.
like they did with what's his name? I believe his name was Landro.
Castro, Fidel
Jake
Castro.
that got the Jake that got blown up, or pretty much just they
Nice.
shot his ass up.
Oh,
Yeah, overkill in his car.
Because they scared, man. Even, these doubles, not even making their move yet. They don't know what's going to happen. They don't. That's what they're afraid of. Because, like we go into all the time, what's his name? Simeon Toko.
Simeon Toko,
Right.
yeah.
The story of Black Jesus. What did them doubles want done with it? They wanted to complete X amount. And then when you even still read that story, he told him, he said, yo, the ones come after me, you won't be able to stop them. He was talking about the elect, and now these doubles have created programs and things of that nature. They show it on movies. What's that movie called? I mean, that show called fucking with Jake with the spiritual power.
Oh, no,
Supercell.
Supercell. Yep, it's British.
Yep, and they show you that on specific movies that if there are men out here that have those capabilities, they want to get rid of them. But like the angel told them, man,
They did that X-Men.
Yeah. Oh, yep. X-Men.
Right?
Yep. With
X-Men.
the Sentinels.
Yep, with the Sentinels. All right, hey, AI trying to get rid of the natural.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, this is a precept that was in
Okay.
predicate coordinates of that verse. This is Romans 5 and 18. It says, therefore, as by the offense of one, judgment came upon all men to condemnation.
Yeah, that's why our lifespan is the way it is. Because we really the Garden of Eden, that was supposed to represent the kingdom of heaven.
Right. Paradise.
Yep, paradise. But what happened? through the Spirit. We better
Yeah, it says, therefore, as by the offense of one,
the offensive one.
judgment came upon all men to condemnation.
That's why we die. That's why we're in the position that we're in. Even though we have the law, statutes, commandments, given to us on stone tablets, we couldn't even keep that up.
It says, even so, by the righteousness of one,
Yep, Yahawashi.
the free gift came upon all men.
The free gift is the Holy Spirit. It's the second covenant that we're going to enter into.
It says, unto justification of life.
Yep, because through Yahawashi we live. Hey, in order for us to really, really honestly, because we hate it here, man. We hate it being in these bodies that we're in because it causes us to have ongoing offenses to the Heavenly Father. That's why Yahawashi is that mediator. So that's all we're waiting for. We're just all us brothers are waiting for is redemption.
Right.
That's it. Because what the laws on the statue on the stone tablets couldn't do, Yahawashi paved the way for us. So what's going to happen next is we're going to get those laws, statutes, commandments written in our inward parts.
Right. And if you read the end of this chapter, if you read, go back in 2nd Ezra 7, so talk about getting that immortality back. And that's what that promise is to us. We're gonna be, made righteous again. All right. When we get changed, that's the immortality come back, and we get to go back into that first estate. Being powers once again.
Yep. That's what we fighting for, man. Because like I tell brothers all the time, you got other Israelite groups that are out here that, like the apostles say, these dudes don't know what they into, but what are you actually fighting for? We're fighting to basically, like the brother just said, through the Spirit, we're fighting to get that crown, not only just the crown, but we're fighting to get back to the origin that we were.
God.
You
Fighting to keep the crown, because if we're of the elect, the crown's already there. The Spirit and power of Bahasham Yahawashi. All right, we got to keep that crown, and we got to keep the way. Can you read that verse that you just read, brought this up at the beginning?
Yeah, this is Romans 5:18. It says, or did I read 19 right now? Oh yeah, 18. Therefore, as by the offense of one, judgment came upon all men to condemnation. Even so, by the righteousness of one, the free gift came upon all men unto justification of life.
Right, that Holy Spirit. When we received that Holy Spirit of Yahawashi, we received it free. All right, because it was given to us free. All right, but even with the Holy Spirit being free, we labor to pay Yahawashi back for something that He didn't charge us for.
And also, those that receive the Holy Spirit, they're going to be justified. Why? Because they walking in that righteous path now. Because they truly understand. And as scriptures say, wisdom cannot enter a malicious soul. So those that got the Rakak Badash, they move, through the Spirit, which that's part of that spirit is really the spirit of Yahawashi.
It's the spirit of both.
And can you read 19 too?
Yep. It says, verse 19, for as by one man's disobedience, many were made sinners. So by the obedience of one, shall many be made righteous.
Many shall be made righteous for the obedience of one. And this all happened for what? It goes back to the beginning. All right, brother's going to pull it in Genesis 3:22.
This Genesis 3:22 says, and Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, thou power said, behold, the man is become as one of us to know good and evil.
Right, to know good and evil, to be judges. All right, we couldn't be like Yahawashi without suffering the conditions that Yahawashi suffered. All right, and to get the understanding the way that Yahawah deemed Yahawashi to get the understanding as a man in the flesh. All right, He had to come in the flesh. He made him of the flesh to be a judge so he could judge and rule all things. So there would be no exemption for them because he had come and did it himself. All right. Yahawah sent his only begotten son to live out every condition so we could come back unto him. All right. We all have an estate. The angels have their estate in being righteous, whether on the left-hand side or on the right-hand side. They're righteous in their perfection that Yahawashi has destined and predestinated them for. Such as the Israelite man, woman, child. We are predestinated to be this way, to be a fleshly body, of a celestial and terrestrial body being extraterrestrial. In the spirit of Yahawashi.
It's the angels on the earth. God, that's really what we were supposed to be in the first place. That's why in Jude, the first chapter,
Yeah.
it says the angels that kept not their first estate.
Mhm.
That's all we are. We're going to, because Christianity and Catholicism twisted. Oh, fallen angels. No, the Nephilim. It's talking about us falling. Through the fall of Adam and that first estate through the spirit that we didn't keep. Hey, that's why we in this fall. But that's why we're gonna go back to that because really, in all actual reality, the earth is supposed to mirror the spiritual realm. That's why when Aaron and Moses, when the Heavenly Father gave him the priesthood, right? The Heavenly Father told them to basically mirror as you see in the heavens. That's why Yahawashi in the Lord's Prayer said, let thy will be done in heaven as it is on earth. So really, in all actuality, it's a priesthood in the heavens. That's supposed to be brought down here, but that's going to happen in that 1,000-year period when we come back down to this, from them ships. The earth is going to literally mirror the spiritual realm. That's why the Lord said in Isaiah, he shall make the place of his feet glorious, which is talking about the earth.
Anything about the, how Israel, was the stars of heaven.
Oh, yep.
What did it say that the wisdom of a man shining.
Oh, yeah. The wisdom maketh the man.
But the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. So, all those things, how that compares. Yeah.
And we're just gonna be able to enjoy the pleasures of the flesh. That's what that, like brother mentioned, that extraterrestrial body that we're gonna have. We're gonna be angels. Actually, can a brother give Zechariah 2 chapter? The house of David shall be as the angel of the Lord. Because we're gonna be angels, which we are angels. All right, we are angels. Because the word angel just means messenger.
Yep.
All right, and to be sent. All right, we are angels in the flesh. Because really everything goes back to the spirit. If you really want to know everything, it goes back to what your spirit goes back to. His spirit goes back to back in the day, being amongst the goddamn Ishmaelites.
Right.
Because that Assalamu alaikum shit, like the brother said earlier, man, that shit ain't gonna save you out of nothing.
Right.
You got that, brother? Hold on, it's like 12 and 8. 12.
I got it.
This is it. This
Says Zechariah.
Yeah, Zechariah 12. It says house of David.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 12, verse 8. It says, in that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
That day is talking about this day that we're entering into right now. When this devil comes down with great wrath, it's going to be revealed who the tabernacle of David is. All right, David was a man after the Most High's own heart. David had men under him. And those men are back here today doing the same thing. All right, paving the way for Yahawashi, all right, second debut. Just like David paved the way for Solomon to rule in peace for 40 years. It's the same thing. When you really look at the story, it's the same thing over and over again. But this time, it's not gonna be a rule of 40 years of peace. It's gonna be a rule of peace forever.
Okay, because that's lucky. That mimics the heavens.
Yep.
Right? Because the heavens are everlasting, eternal. All right. So it's essentially a mimicking as in heaven on earth.
That's right.
All right. So it is mimicking that eternal rulership forever. All right. Having everything in perfection. All right. And making sure that there's order going forth. Because in the heavens, there's always what? Order going forth. All right. Even though everybody in every nation is at rest, there is still order going forth. All right. You don't have uh, the wicked, all right, things in the midst of Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi being wicked. No, it's still righteous. It's just over on the left hand side. All right. Esau Edom is just doing what he's designed to do. All right. And it is to show the wickedness and it's to show the debauchery of a man's really mind and the weak and defiled nature that a man could have in the flesh. And what that spirit was created for is to show forth and to perform those things, to let you know and to give you the perfect example of wickedness
Reality.
and carnality. All right.
That's all wickedness is. Just basically being carnal. You know? Being earthly. The earthly man can't understand the spiritual things. That's why 2/3 can't understand this truth because they're earthly.
Going back to Zechariah 12 and 8, starting back over, it says, In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David.
Brother mentioned thou worm Jacob.
And
We all feeble, man. We ain't got no military. This devil gonna come down with great wrath in the streets, in these streets. What the hell we gonna be able to do about it? He got guns on guns, microwave guns. You niggas, you fucking YNs with all these goddamn drum clips. I'm gonna take it to the other side and swing like a fucking movie. That shit ain't gonna do shit, man.
Right.
This devil can tear you up while you in your crib.
Wait, that's an eraser.
Hey, he's gonna get you while you're sleeping.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Hey, he ain't gonna come in. He ain't gonna come. Hey, he gonna come as a thief in the night. Remember. All right. He sets himself up on the throne as if he is the Most High. So this devil is gonna get you in those times where you're most vulnerable. Oh, you don't like to sleep? Okay, I'll get him while he's popping his chick.
You got X-ray vision on you.
Right.
Exactly where you at in the house.
Right.
You know exactly what you're doing.
like
Oh, he's on the toilet. He's vulnerable.
how they like in the second Purge movie where they know exactly who to target. They found that out. Yeah.
Yep.
They're gonna
And then when, hey, even more so when that chick go out.
Oh yeah, yep. Gonna be fucking. Motherfuckers gonna know where you at. That's what that Census Bureau shit was about. Knocking on your door, how many people live here, this and that, so they can have a count of who they need to move up on. You know what I'm saying? They move on faster. That's all that shit is. That's why they call
People
it
live
Big
here.
Brother.
Zero.
Yeah, Big
No.
Brother program, man.
It says, "And the house of David shall be as the power, as the angel of the Lord before them."
As the angel of the Lord before them. So you're gonna have men out here that's gonna get power from on high, as the scriptures say, right? And they're gonna be as angels of the Lord. Gonna be angels. We're gonna have angelic capability, but we're just gonna be in the flesh.
Hey, spirit stop that treadhead right in his tracks.
Yep. Stop hard.
Stop hard.
All the
Right. Scary. Hey, whether it was for destruction or salvation. Right? Hey, it goes to show you that the word of Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi is out. And hey, all see and all have that goes to prove yet again that everybody is being fucking judged right now. Everybody who travels by, everybody who's running, walking by, everybody's being judged. Because if he would stop at the pure image of the kingdom, right? Because Adawan Ratazah, we are those men. This is an image of the kingdom of Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi. If they stop at the image of the kingdom, how much more when the word is going out? We're not quiet, brothers. All right? It can be heard. This is why Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi is going to destroy a lot of you motherfuckers because you don't have respect or care. Salak.
I got you. I want to read that first. All right, this is Zechariah 12 and 9. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem.
That's every nation. Really. See, all this hidden, us being hidden and all that, well, Putin opened up the vault. It's no longer a mystery that the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in America are Israelites. These nations know that. Psalms the 83rd chapter tells you that, man. They know it. Let us destroy them. Let us cut them off from being a people. And when you read the book of Judith, right? When that I think it was a Moabite, he was gonna come up against us, and the dude told him like, "Yo, I think his name was Holofernes, if I'm not mistaken. She could have been an Israelite. Like, nah, man, look, you the only way you can come up against these people is if they sin from their sin to their power, to their God. But if they don't sin, you might as well leave them alone."
Right. Hey, they all these other nations made a handshake deal with Esau. Edom said, okay, we won't let them know.
Right.
Okay, we won't talk about it. Okay, even if they travel over here, we won't let them go to certain places and learn certain things. Right? Until Yahawashi wanted that spirit to be back on the earth to be released.
Right. Yep.
Right? Hey, because going to these other countries and everything, typically, what do they take you to? Touristy spots. They take you to what you want to see. They already have stuff set up. You weren't always allowed to go about in these other countries when you went on vacation, right? It was it was it was recommended that you stayed the course of where their tourism spots were. All right, because if something happened to you, the councils would have nothing to do with it. Why? Because you went outside of the bounds,
Out of zone.
out of zone. Oh, all right.
Like yeah, what you call it? That dumbass movie, the interview. You know how
Seth Rogen and
yeah, when they be setting it up, look like everything cool, and then they slid out, seeing what it really was.
Yep. Hey, just like a couple of years back, where that lady and her husband were camping. They went camping. They decided to go off grid and go camping a little bit further over in Iran or something like that, or wherever they were. You know,
Is that
and,
in India?
India. Yeah.
Actually, Greg,
Guys up to? Just wonder.
just read the Bible.
Oh, just sorry.
Good.
All right.
You got a question?
No, I was just wondering.
If you had a question, I mean, you can answer your question.
No, I'm just all right. You know.
All right.
you said Judas was a Judah chapter 12, or he tried to get her to eat up his meat.
Nah, it was when Holofernes basically told
But yet
I
again,
think it's the third chapter.
when that lady and that husband went out, all right. Hey, what did they do? They raped her. All right. Hey, and beat him.
They made him watch.
And made him watch. All right. Why? Because hey, he was somewhere that he wasn't supposed to be. All right. They went off grid. All right, and didn't go where it was permitted for them to be. Right. It's not this Western philosophy, and as you see Esau Edom do, hey, they think that they have the right to go any and everywhere. All right, especially as of recent, the last 50, 60 years, hey, they just feel that they can go any and everywhere. All right, and as they went through any and everywhere, and spread the wickedness amongst these other nations, and spread their wickedness, hey, they allowed Jake to follow as well. And then Jake started finding certain things, and certain things started being revealed. Why? Because the devil's wickedness started being shown. All right. Information started coming out. People started questioning. All right. You wonder why these people, you go to other countries, and I've never been out of the country, but looking and seeing watching these videos and stuff, when Jake goes to other countries, people are just in so much amazement, like, my goodness. Like it's really, you're really here.
Yeah.
Like they know, and if they don't know, their spirit knows that we are the people of Yahawashi. All right, because how they gaze upon the image of a true man, but how much more if a man of Yahawashi was out amongst. All right, I can't see is the image of a black man. All right, or a Mexican man. All right,
Yeah.
or Indian. All right, they're not the image of Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi's men. They hold features of the men. All right, but hold not the spirit of Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi. That goes for all these other wayward doctrine camps.
That's right.
Okay,
They're all about self-vain and self-glory. Not Yahweh Shem Yahawashi.
and we use them as an example. Why? Because they're international. All right, they're international, even though that they've been pushed out of many places.
Yeah, they were.
And they make this word a profit for gain. Like you're not supposed to do that.
Right.
This is the book of Judith, chapter 5, verse 17, and it says, and
Now,
while
this is just going into the history, through the spirit of how, basically the heathens know that when we're right with our power, they can't do nothing against us. And how the furnace is going into the history.
Judith 5 and 17, it says, and whilst they sin not before their power, they prosper,
Yep, that's us.
because the Most High that hated the iniquity was with them. Verse 18, but when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore.
So that's our history.
And
That's why Esau Edom, he's the accuser of our brother. He accuses us. He puts stuff in food and certain things to make us go off because they know our history. They know that when we go off, we get jacked up.
it says,
And
and
we're
we're led,
kryptonite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, rayon. All right, hey, rayon, polyester. Right. Hey, why is polyester in everything? Every single thing that you can think of has some polyester in it.
it throws,
Mixed fabric.
Mixed fabric, whatever.
it throws off your vibrations.
Yeah, yep. You ain't supposed to be wearing no goddamn 10% polyester, 10% cotton, polycarbonate.
30% silk.
Yeah, you're supposed to do that. It's an order for a reason, man. The Lord made that order for a reason. No?
It says, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs, and the temple of their power was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies.
Yep.
Verse 19, but now are they returned to their power and are come up from the places where they were scattered.
Yep. Hey, in this time, for history repeats itself, that's the elect coming back.
And it says, and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is,
Which is our land, right? Not those small hats.
and are seated in the hill country, where it was desolate.
Because whenever we got jacked up, whenever we went off, the Lord removed us out of Israel, Jerusalem, and had us captive in other lands.
Verse 20 says, now therefore, my Lord and governor, if there be any error in this people,
If there be any error, that's the thing. If there be any error in this people, meaning if they go off,
and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
yeah, meaning what? Hey, if they sin against their power, that's what was happening. We read in these chapters. That's what's happening. They wanted to come up against, but yeah, was like, yo, like, look, man, if they're going off, if they sin against their power, then let us consider that this may be able to happen.
Right.
Go ahead.
And it says, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
See? So does not Esau Edom know this history?
Yeah.
The accuser of our brethren, the man that studies us day in, day out, hour by hour. You don't think that he knows that the only way for them to prosper is to do what? Try to get rid of us or make us go off.
Hey, that's why he puts your influencers up.
Mhm.
All right, he's got your influencers. Oh, this is the best fried chicken. Oh, look at these new sneakers.
Fried pork. Let's say
All right.
that's fried pork.
This is the best fried pork. Hey, we think we're eating chicken.
Yeah.
Hey, even that chicken could be unclean and defiled in the way that it was raised. Right, fried and pork lard, the whole 9 yards. Here it is. Here it is, concrete and everything. This devil continuously has the ability to make Jake go off, and that's also why he withholds substance from it. Because if you made more and you got paid more and you were like, you know what? I just felt better when I had that all cotton suit. You know, it was all cotton. I felt like my vibration was higher. I had cotton socks. You know, everything was made out of cotton and wool. And I wore all cotton. And I found out that my health was better.
If I was Antiochus Epiphanes, bent on, hell bent on getting Israel to stop, following the laws.
Right. Right.
You know,
Hurt him what? His lifestyle. His lifestyle.
Right. Hey, because vibrations, help clean the soul. All right. Just like when you stop listening to death music and you start listening to some music that promotes life. All right. Hey, you feel better about yourself. Emo kid listens to emo music and continues to feel depressed.
Yeah.
Right.
God kid listens to that dark shit or that death metal. He puts those demons on.
Right. It's all that stuff that you wanted to continue to promote. Right. That's why, hey, I'm not saying you don't listen. We don't listen to, these rappers or old rappers or whatnot. But hey, it's still a fucking balance.
Yeah.
You got to have some type of balance. Okay. Sometimes shut the fuck up. Listen to some instruments so everything can be quiet in your mind so you can start receiving something in your spirit. All right, to cast that shit out. Because that shit is, music itself can be a demon.
Yeah.
All right, demonic spirits on music. All right, you don't believe it? Hey, look at how plants look at the study that they did with plants playing rap, rock, and jazz and classical.
Yeah.
All right.
Jazz and classical had a higher vibration that the plants was actually singing.
Grew and flourished.
Yeah.
All right. Rap, rock, country, and especially rap. Especially what Jake listens to, rap
YP.
killed the plants.
It turned them into YPs. The plants start going crazy on the other plants. Start fucking them up.
All right.
Crazy.
Changing their seasons and everything like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Judith chapter 5, verse 21. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them and their power be for them.
Don't fuck with them. Because the power that we serve, look, hey, the Lord gonna make Egypt back then look like child's play when America destroyed. It tells you in I think it's Sirach the 43rd chapter that we've seen but a few of his works. So these nations, that's why the elect are covered through the blood of Yahawashi, because the position that we're in right now, we will be getting jacked up. We literally needed Yahawashi's blood to cover us for this time.
Hey, what does it say? They will no longer say the deliverance out of Egypt.
Out of Egypt, Jeremiah 16.
Yeah, matter of fact, he grabbed that.
So we literally need Yahawashi's blood to cover us because of what we're facing right now. We're in a non-win situation. All right. When you wake up, you're in a non-win situation, being in America. Okay? You go try to eat food. It got shit in it. You don't know. The Lord said that we shall eat our food defiled amongst the Gentiles. You don't know what the hell we eating. It's shit, man. So how do we win? Only way we can win and have victory is through the blood of Yahawashi. Which that's
it.
No, that's our sure victory. Like right now, we winning because we know the prophecies. You know, we got the 100% truth that the Lord blessed our apostles with to give it down to us. We see that this thing is happening. Okay, that's why we're winning. The Lord is dealing with brothers. It takes a separate spirit to come out here on the highways and prophesy, especially to these doubles that can do anything they want to us. But the Lord got our back, and that's just by way of faith. You know, ye little faith. Do you not know if you have faith as a mustard seed, you'll be able to move mountains? This is that mustard seed, and all that's gonna happen in these times to come, progressing is it's just gonna grow. As we see these prophecies coming, angels been coming down here, visiting brothers at camps, chariots been showing themselves. Come on, man, we here.
It says, verse 21 again, it says, but if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their power be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world.
Yeah, it's like the Egyptians. Esau is about to turn into the reproach of the world. Okay?
Starting to see that now.
Yep.
It's showing itself now. Hey, and those who are confederate with them already starting to turn. Hey, the fucking hilarious Lego skits and songs that they're doing. That they're doing. You know, that Palestine is pushing forward. All right, that shit is hilarious. All right, but it's essentially what making this devil a laughing stock amongst all these other nations. Hey, look at him, caught him in another lie. Hey, he said that they agreed and they're coming to a cease. No, he lied again. All right, he said there was no lives lost. Hey, look, he lied again. Oh, they said they wouldn't be able to take down a plane. Look, lied again. Searching for one or two pilots now. That the rescue mission was successful. Nope, lied again. All right. This devil's evidence is finding out to be false. He has no more time. He's running out. Everything that he says and lies about it in real time is coming back and saying, he was a motherfucking lie.
That's why that draft that's why that draft is essential right now.
Right.
That's why marijuana is no longer a thing. Go draft. Like, bro, because these devils are getting their ass whooped over there in the East, man. Hey, the hammer of the earth ain't the hammer of the earth no more like that. You know what I'm saying? They still are the big bad bully, but hey, the Joel the 3rd chapter. Let the weak say I am strong.
Yeah.
Y'all going over there now? Oh, we need a draft. We need these agents can go this and that, which really the draft ain't nothing but Jake get themselves led to a sacrifice.
Right.
That's all it is. That's what war is. It's a sacrifice, man.
Hey, these devils, don't think these devils ain't gonna start accepting any and everybody and then use the power of their pen.
Yep.
Right now, they say inmates can't go. Right now, but who knows? They might change that.
No, they're gonna be the first ones because inmates have programs to where they can help find it.
Right.
They get paid a certain amount of bread, so
how about your freedom?
Yep. All they got
your freedom.
Yeah. I'm not the second sentence. This war should be on. They're gonna that tongue gonna spew. That tongue gonna spew, man. And you gotta have simple Jake sign up for that shit because they want their freedom.
They should no more talk about the deliverance of Egypt.
Yeah, that was it.
Right? But hey, what does this devil do? He said the ages of draft used to be 18 to 26. Yeah, now, yeah. So 18 to 18 to 42. All right. 18 to 42. This devil, hey, any and everybody can be called.
I got it if you don't got it.
You can get it.
It's Jeremiah 16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahawah, that it shall no more be said, Yahawah liveth that brought up children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but Yahawah liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
Right. And where are we? As far north as possible.
Mhm.
All right.
And from
you got it.
And from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers.
Yet proving again that Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi has scattered Israelites as the sand of the sea all across the world. All right. To gather them up from everybody and everywhere, because this is why the whole world's being judged. If all Israelites were in one place, it'd only be that one place that would be being judged. But being that Israel is a speckled bird and scattered as the sands of the sea, guess what? Everybody who's those who bless Israel are blessed, and those who do wickedness unto Israel, who curse Israel, are cursed. Roughly paraphrasing scripture. All right. So you don't know what you did to the man next to you that looks so-called Japanese, Chinese, all right, Hindu. All right. You don't know if you offended that man one way or another, any shape or form. That could be the Lord's elect, but nevertheless, it's his nation. So all and everyone will be tried. All right. Everybody will receive that recompense. Some greater than others.
That goes to show you too that those small heads don't put that prophecy.
Mm-hmm. No, because they can trace all their lineage. Uh,
And then they they got other fucking heathens coming around talking about they got possible small head DNA, so they can come over there. Only ones that ain't welcome to the land is us.
Right.
Over there, you know?
Hey, you can't even do a test.
Yeah.
You can't do tests over in that land. It's illegal. All right, it's illegal.
This is Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 24. You know, let me start at 36, 23. And I will sanctify my great name, which is profane among the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them. And the heathen shall know that I am Yahawah, saith Yahawah of power, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes.
And this is the example that Yahawashi is using us right now, us brothers, using our head apostle, starting with the head apostle Tahar. Hey, starting with Alba Bibbins and the men that were under him. All right? That the name of Yahawashi be solidified and magnified and glorified in the midst of these heathens in the forefront, going to the gates and going to the gates of the nobles and say, hey, Yahawashi sent us to give you a message. Your end is nigh. Salvation is at hand for his the people. Pharaoh, let my people go. All right? That's essentially what we're crying. All right? We're crying to Pharaoh, hey, let Yahawah's people go. All right? Because in essence, that's the same thing that Moses did. He said, let my people go from Yahawah. All right? And this devil is still being, once again, showing itself the history. All right? Hey, Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi repeats. All right? It is repetition. He continues to play the same scenario. He changes not. So that scenario that is given, hey, the Pharaoh just still won't fucking listen. So guess what? This Pharaoh is that much greater. It is that much more greater of a destruction that I'm going to cause upon him.
Says verse 24, for I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries and will bring you into your own land. And when the hell did that happen to the small hats?
Shit.
Yeah.
You know? When did that happen? Where's the small hat history of the greatness of the Lord? Where is it at? They can't pull no history out. And why aren't they being defended right now?
Oh, because the greatness of them is the dollar.
Yep.
That's the greatness. Is having the substance and the ability to control the narrative. That's the greatness of the devil. Is to be able to deceive and to lie.
Yep.
All right, to prop up and to give the voice to the image of the beast. All right, and to have and manipulate legislative branches. All right, all this is the power in his hands and the power of his sword. All right, his media is his best weapon. All right.
It says, then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean from all your filthiness, and from all your idols will I cleanse you. A new heart also will I give you, a new spirit will I put within you. I will take my heart out of your flesh, and I will give you a heart of flesh. Again, prophecies that don't fit the small hats. And this hasn't happened yet. But it's about to real soon, once we get beamed up. It says,
No, you good.
it says, And I will put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statutes, and ye shall keep my judgments, and ye shall dwell in the land that I gave to your fathers, and ye shall be my people, and I will be your power. Where the hell is Hashem in the Middle East right now? Because that's what Shmuel has called them, right? Where's Hashem? Why aren't you being defeated? Where are the chariots? The Lord said he would defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem. But the least of the flock shall draw them out. Y'all drawing America into a third world war, which really is all, Yahawashi that's having you do that as far as prophecy, man.
Yeah, where's the laws of righteousness being pushed forth?
Yeah, right.
You
right.
know, as it says in Isaiah the 2nd chapter. You know, that's another indicator that these devils ain't been.
Or how about you being the tail and not owning shit, not owning nothing?
Yeah, the curses don't
Yeah.
fit them.
Nope.
You know, they ain't got no soul.
Right. Yep. They pray to that what? That west wall. Yep.
Yeah. Penetrating.
You know,
The penetrator.
they're pedos.
Geppetto.
Yeah.
What
And
pedo?
they kosher pig. They have the biggest flaming parades. You know what I'm saying? They don't have spiritual power. We've never seen anything done with them that consecrate them being the children of the book.
Shit, food don't even grow in the land.
Oh yeah, yep.
At the very least,
Every-
you gotta import every fucking thing. Hey, you fit a prophecy. It's just not the one that you want to fit.
You're pretenders.
All right. Counted as counterfeits.
Counterfeits.
Yep. Got a scripture for you real quick. This Psalms 50 and 16. But unto the wicked, Yahawah said, what hast thou do? It's like, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
Right. And this is what this devil did. He said, you know what? You people, I'm gonna go ahead and declare this and say it's mine, say it's ours. It's ours. Then hey, we're those people, but what have you done for it? So there's nothing you can do for it because it doesn't fucking fit you. It's not for you. You can't make yourself a part of it. You're not wanted. You are excluded. Yahawashi has separated the nations from the beginning. That means you were never a part of it. The blessing never belonged to you. Why? Because he told our mother, told our foremother. All right. That the two nations would be divided in her womb.
Even the language that that Yiddish is mixed with German, man.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not the people. They just it don't fit them. They have to declare what have they done to even declare the statutes of the Heavenly Father? They haven't done nothing.
Got to spit on this.
You know,
She's mad. You spit.
they haven't done anything, man. If they have, then the earth will be in a righteousness. This is not the way we're living, right? The cost of living, the wages being earned, paid, the way that housing is going up, the way that these devils are crumbling in society, this eco structure. You know what I'm saying? These are people that are unruly, right? So if they were declaring the Lord's statute, everybody would be living good. Hey, when we get into the kingdom, yeah, we're going to have a 1,000-year period to where, we're gonna reestablish righteousness on the earth in order. But even after that, people are gonna be living good.
Hey,
Right.
you can at least eat off the fruit of the land, right? And now you can't. Hey, it's damn near illegal.
They spray pesticides on it.
Yeah, it's illegal. It's illegal to feed the homeless,
It's illegal to feed animals.
right? It's illegal to feed animals. If you leave something out and somebody gets a hold of it, somebody can turn around, they get sick, somebody turn around and sue you. All right? All these things are set up, hey, adverse to Yahawashi.
That's that right there. It's when the righteous with authority, people rejoice. When the wicked bear rule, the people scorn.
Right. Yep.
These devils, they make things so unfair, and it's they make it so damn hard.
Hey, capitalism.
The creature groaning.
Yep.
They got the whole world, jacked up.
Telling you that an animal that he never created is going extinct. You know what
That's
I'm
not
saying? I'm like, what?
Or he decides what's going extinct,
Yeah.
right? Because what did Trump just recently say about drilling, right? He's basically getting rid of these uh, natural preserve uh, places, right? And saying, hey, guess what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and take this and we can do away with this animal. It doesn't matter to the ecosystem. Why did Yahawashi create that? It has something to do in the ecosystem, whether you think it's just repetitive or not, right? Whether you believe it's the same animal, same type of animal, or whatever. All right. Yahweh Shemi Shai made everything for a purpose.
This is verse 17 in Psalms the 50th chapter. It says, seeing thou hatest instruction and cast my words behind thee. Right. Because yes, I swear, they swear on the scriptures, but even in the courtroom when they do that, when you see the goddamn judge open the scriptures and judge out of the scriptures, man.
Not never.
Ever, ever at all, man. Because all of them judges are certain level of masons.
Yeah.
Right.
They deal with masonry. You ain't ever gonna see that. You ain't. Hey, Trump was sworn in. These presidents were sworn in. You know what I'm saying? The God that they really swear in on is Satan, man. They're a whole bunch of fucking Satanists. Trump is a Satanist.
Yeah, what did it say? The beggars, they swear it falsely.
Falsely by my name. Yep.
Hey, if a judge ever did it, he wouldn't be a judge no more.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's why the Lord is gonna have brothers restore order out here, man. Because at the end of the day, the way the society, violent righteousness, and all that is going. This devil has it sold up to where you can't fucking win. You can't win shit. Child support is unrighteous, man.
Yep.
Taxing. This devil tells you how fast you gotta go in a car that goes faster than the fucking speed limit.
Right.
Yep. Just to get you.
You know what I'm saying? You fucking, you can't drive. I wish, man, in the kingdom, let the devil tell me I can't fucking have my chariot go a certain specific miles per hour and be fucking drinking. But y'all don't advise that.
I'm just gonna make them do it.
Get right. Just to jack their ass up. These devils got CPS laws. All right, we can snatch your kid from you. You know, the list just it fucking goes on, and all that shit is aimed toward who? The ones that are in poverty. Jake.
As well as like when your kid, why do you think they want your kid to go to school?
Yeah.
All right. Why? Because the insurance.
Oh, yep.
You got an insurance policy on them. They need that seat filled. Why? Because they're getting paid. You see, it's like a form of life insurance that they get to use for their life and thereafter. Right? Then on top of it, they have indoctrination.
Yeah.
All right. Being indoctrinated. Hey, so your kids grow up degenerates. All right, believing on themselves and believing on Jeebus.
That's even if they get past specific grades, because these YNs now,
Right?
Shit,
They're not even graduating school, man. They're dropping out.
Well, they
dropping.
said
Yep.
their reading level is at a 3-year-old or a third grader.
Get
So
it.
half of them are just turned ignorant and even slow.
The school teacher said this newer generation, they can't read or write.
But how much more towards the end? How much more does that prove? Because you think Yahawah Shemi Shai's people was a bunch of dummies? All right, you think we dwell with no wisdom and no knowledge, even of the common things for the common people? Yahawah Shemi Shai is all wisdom, all knowledge, and all power.
That's right.
He fulfills in everything.
And his men, were an example of that.
God.
Abraham, Isaac, even with, the forefathers of Israel, they even when they were in when they went into these other nations and stayed with them, they came out with better than the nation.
God.
Abraham did that, Jacob did that with Laban,
Yeah.
and same with Daniel and Joseph, both skyrocket to the top of the ranks down there.
That's right.
See that today with Jake, pretty much all these even though they got overseer over them in these businesses, they're the ones pretty much making that Jacob is the one making the world turn.
That's why that lady told Bron, shut up and dribble the basket.
Yeah.
So we the main top priority. Saying only reason this shit dying down and sports nullifying, like Will said, there's new generation trash, these new boxing fighters, garbage. You know what I mean?
These new age women, trash.
Trash, man.
Everything's trash.
Yeah, YNs, young so-called young men, trash. All right. Hey, out of 2,000, all right, there's very slim pickings.
Yep.
In this current generation. All right,
Because
but yeah, because how much more through the ages? How much more through the ages has it became weaker, more defiled in everything? When this generation that's coming up passes, hey, this is me speaking as a man, but there can't be that many elect. All right.
So brothers been seeing no, that's what brothers been seeing that 144 more than a lot lately, man. Because at the end of the day, that's that stamp. Because that, hey, really in all actuality, even getting into the education system, back then our education system was learning our history, right? Now this education system teaches these YNs less than well, it teaches them bullshit, but it teaches them all about Esau's history and lies, man.
And yours was just a work program.
You're supposed to know from a youth your history. You're supposed to know from a youth your lineage and the requirements of the covenant of the Lord. That's what you're supposed to know. But that's why these young YNs are running rap. That's why these fucking YNs. It's deeper even than just the father not being in the house. The father don't want to be there because the fucking dungeon dragon. Yep. The fucking woman. Verse 18 in Psalms 50, it says, "When thou sawest the thief, then thou consentest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thy own mother's son."
Right. That's Esau Edom. That's the so-called white man. All right. Hey, it is his lot and it is his pleasure and his duty. All right, to always speak against Jake, to always always be an accuser. That's why you get Jake doing something on the side of the road with the police. Hey, that upstanding citizen. Let me help the officer. Let me help him. Hey, man, let that officer do his job. You stay the fuck out of it. All right.
Mac.
That's why the scriptures tell you not to be busybodies.
Right. Meddle not in another man's affairs. All right.
Right.
So what ends up happening? All right. Hey, that devil gets praise for it, but typically when it's a Jake involved helping an officer, something ends up happening to that Jake. He gets hurt in one way, shape, or form, or if it just interference, right? Something happens where later on, hey, he probably has a judgment. All right.
Says verse 21, "These things thou hast done, and I kept silence." That's why these double are as proud as they are. But that I didn't hit me yet. Oh shit, we can keep continuing to do this. But all the boys doing is jumping over the charges. Yep. A lot of stuff was done through the spirit bag, the charges. Hey, since Cain. Remember, that's what your mark is about, you goddamn devils. The Lord said that, hey, don't nobody touch you. Why? Because your race, when you look up in the concordance, it's the race of future judgment in the scriptures.
Yep.
You haven't been touched for what you did to Abel yet. That's why you've been a vagabond. That shit, it's about to catch up to your ass, man.
You're gonna have a dwelling place, and it's in the pits.
Yep.
All right.
Right. Yep. And you seek to slay Abel again in these times that are coming. Esau seeks to slay Abel. Again, he seeks to slay Jacob. Because remember, he didn't get to do it when you read Genesis. But how did he do it? In another sense, through slavery cargo slave ships,
legislative,
yup,
monetary, monetary gain, pharmaceutical,
Everything.
everything.
Greek Empire. These devils always had a hatred towards Israelites, which really that birthright is ours anyway. It didn't even belong to you devils. The covenant was given to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
So if it was always said Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob never truly belonged to you.
At
You
all.
only had the position where it was supposed to belong to, but Yahawah Yahawashi had already predestinated. Yahweh had already predestinated.
Yep.
All right. And it was for Yahawashi to go and play it out, to receive that covenant, to build Yahweh's nation. All right.
And
Bro-
somebody.
No, I was just saying, can you get what's on the comment board?
And you devils gave that up for one morsel of meat.
Right.
The 12th chapter.
Right. Because who did it? Who did it? You had the ability. All Jake did, all he did was say, hey, you promised me this day your birthright. You could have said, nah, man, I'll wait on it. You already knew the promise. You already knew that you had it. It was in the bag. All right. So-called. It was a guarantee. Just by order itself, it was guaranteed to you. But you see, you went out of order.
Yep.
Out of order. And when you went out of order, there was your consequence.
But hey, either way, Esau, we thank you for your contribution.
Right.
Right. Good look for being the famished man you were that day.
Right.
They just doing what they was, made for.
Yep.
You know.
Esau Edom, man. The water.
All right. Hey,
Edomite. The
Hey.
water, man.
we're gonna clap you up. Hey, everybody give a clap up. Thank you. We appreciate you. Hey, it's all about you.
You did it. You did
We
that.
appreciate you.
You did that. Yeah.
But wait, there's more. Your destruction.
You're a real one for that.
Right.
Yo.
Hey, we ain't never had a friend like you.
Yep. That's why you so pissed off, man. 'Cause really, hey, is this the man? He's laughing at you, man. You doubles are hilarious, man. You're really the laughing stock of the whole earth.
Right.
Yeah, just because you put a fucking suit and tie on and shake your face with some Gillette, you're still the laughing stock. What did Job say? Those that are younger than me are fools. You're really fool. This new world order, like the other Yashimaba always says, this new world order, this shit is stupid.
Yep.
Like the plan is retarded. It's dumb as fuck.
Let's kill off everything to make it new.
To make it new, yeah.
But it can't sustain without the life that it needs to live.
Hoarding resources, just wherever you go, slaying a bloody path toward everything. You're gonna blow the earth up.
That's rebuild it.
And then rebuild. Yeah. Come out the ashes. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, like the phoenix rising out the ashes. Hey, because artificial intelligence, hey, even needs what is that? Stem cell research.
Oh, yeah.
Destroy your kingdom to bring it right back.
Right.
How does that work? How you even gonna? It's gonna be amazing. The Lord's gonna let you do it, but it's gonna be amazing to see how even many people you gonna fucking off trying to get this shit off.
Right. You fashion artificial intelligence mind after the brain. You do neural link, neural web, everything that searches the bio and the carbon aspect of a man, all right, to mimic it with chemicals, with things that are made from the earth, right? Is that you couldn't create a new element. You can't do anything. Right. All right. You still need the element of Yahawah Yahawashi to help you perform that which is living. All right. Because guess what? Hey, this metal, this gold, the silver, the tin, and all that is living. It's a resource that Yahawah Yahawashi has put in the earth. And those elements get here through certain process of living things. The tree has the ability that plant right there puts forth a mineral that is needed to create that one thing. You can't do it without any other way. That's why Yahawashi has fashioned this whole world after his heart.
Even fire,
Yeah.
certain resources, like gold, it gets purified in fire. That's why when those missiles hit specific spots, you know what I'm saying? It's going to new metals are going to be created, new resources are going to be created just based off of that fire, refining specific things, specific rocks. You go, hey man, you go into specific rocks in the earth, man. They two-tone. The way the Lord constructed the earth through the spirit and the resources, man, he did it by ultimate wisdom, man.
Yeah, matter of fact, that goes to brother deals with the crystals. That goes to you look at a rock, you might not know that that rock is really a crystal, right? You split open that rock, here it is. It's a precious crystal, more precious than diamonds, more precious than rubies. All right, but you don't know because you don't understand the elements. All right, if you knew what to look for, all right, hey, you would have a better opportunity. But this is what Yahawashi has did. It goes back to Yahawashi hiding it in plain sight. How many times have you walked past a rock or something that you thought was a rock and you didn't know? How many times have you walked past the word of Yahawashi and you shunned it off and you didn't know that it was the 100% truth?
Gonna see in the kingdom though, it's gonna be played back. All you people, you Israelites, like the women that have been given men, it's gonna be everything's gonna be played back to you. That's gonna be your everlasting shame, as Daniel 12th chapter says, man. Some shall awake to everlasting glory, and some shame.
Right. Hey,
the hand is out.
Yeah. And not saying that you won't be happy in the kingdom because you will, right? It's just at certain times you'll get that. Damn. I fucked up. I didn't. Yeah. I fucked up. Right. Yeah. All right. I got this, and then we'll pull the MOTB.
Right.
Yeah. Pull that. Pull the MOTB, and then I got one more, and then we'll close out.
This is from K. Yashriala 1448. Shalom.
Shalom.
This is Ezekiel 35:5, and I'm also reading the NLT. It says, because thou has had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity and the time of their iniquity had an end. And NLT says, your eternal hatred for the people of Israel led you to butcher them when they were helpless, when I had already punished them for all their sins.
Right. Without our power, you butchered us. All right. He had already punished us for our sins, but you had continued the affliction of the nation of Israel. All right. The so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, and Seminole Indian, as well as the speckled bird whose father's line goes back. Whether it be through substance, whether it be through the sword, whether it be through legislative. All right. It doesn't matter how you did it. It's the fact that you did it and continue to do it still to this very day. All right.
No mercy.
No mercy. No. So, hey, Yahawashi is not going to show you the mercy. All right.
They don't have mercy in nothing, man. Even with the laws and legislations, man. When it comes to Jake get hit with judgment 5 times worse. They don't hit him with the book. They fucking they throw that.
That's why that Jake crashed out on that judge out here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. 5 life sentences for somebody coming in his house. And I'm not saying that happened with him. I'm just making it as an example, though. For somebody coming in his house, fucking, trying to ransack his house. Oh, you get 10 years. Or a fucking cop is about to choke me down to fucking death, and I got to defend myself. I'm getting 20 years because it's a fucking a cop, man.
Right.
That's why when the kingdom comes, man, even before then.
Okay.
And when Jake get in that situation, they know that the reason why they acting like that is because they think that might be the end.
End of their life, yeah. Right. Jake got kids. That's what be on Jake's mind.
Hey,
man.
Jake got somebody who love him. Somebody.
Right.
right? Somebody care about Jake, even if it's just that one person, even if it's just that person's just showing themselves, but really don't have that real love and care.
Yeah,
This
what's
is
that?
all that Jake is think of.
Yeah, what's that? The saying, you know, rather be judged by 12, carried by 6.
Right.
That's why you devils, man, that judgment without mercy don't comes. We talk about it though, when it actually comes. I honestly don't see how y'all even gonna get past the first couple minutes of us coming down them ships. I don't. I really honestly, when it replays to your mind,
From the duck hunt.
yeah,
We're gonna have to get in spiritual power.
yeah,
Just to have a good time.
Just to have
Let them run a little bit faster.
because
Right.
Hold on.
we're gonna be replaying in ships. We're gonna be replaying every fucking thing you devils did, man. The Lord has everything
Yeah.
accounted for.
They're gonna be, you know, they're gonna be broken in spirit.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
that's why Yahawashi is gonna give us the ability to uplift their spirit just enough.
Just
We did
Just enough.
They gonna be-
Yeah. I'm saying it's just enough. We want you to, I need your body to be able for the shit that I'm about to put you through the will and power of Yahawashi. Because you got to make it down to the bottom of the ocean and take that breath.
Yeah.
yeah, because
Thought
they,
exploded.
they're gonna have to get beat so bad that they, you know, get enough energy to do what they do.
Right.
To do what we have them to do.
Can you imagine us in 7 feet tall men, you know, angelic bodies?
Can't run. You gonna try to run, you gonna run into another brother.
We're gonna be able to fly. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna just let them run. Let's see how far he get.
The bunkers can't save you. We don't know how long we're gonna be in the heavens, but we know when we come down, you know, a little certain. That's what that Fallout series.
Yeah.
The Fallout series is about that, man. You know, through the spirit, y'all gonna be in the bunkers. Y'all gonna be living a little bit. But we gonna come down, man, and we gonna, and the Lord gonna have us do the damn thing.
Hey, Yahawashi said you will meditate terrors.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, meditation of the terrors is it's a terror for us that you think you're gonna survive the situation and get out on top.
Esau want to talk about
Right.
aliens coming down from ships out of the sky. Well, hey, Revelation the 21st chapter. You know, really, all in actuality, they call what every time you see a movie that's on aliens, they're like a physical. Those are they would be classified as aliens. And Saiyans from Dragon Ball, they would be classified as that too.
And there's nothing wrong with them. All they want to do is just do like Thanos and put, order back in the earth.
Yeah.
That's it. They just want you to live accordingly, right? And be accountable for what it is that you are to do and what you're supposed to do and what you should do.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not hard. And that's the problem. The people think this is so hard and so difficult, right? You don't want to live a way that is more beneficial to you. Well, shit. That's the reason why you have to get an ass whooping to show you how beneficial it is to you. And then you'll respect it. Then you'll see, oh damn, I fucked up. My children are in order. My wife don't talk back. My daughter's fine. She ain't no harlot running around the city, right? She's given to an Israelite man, or if her position, whatever it is, there's still order in it. However, the law permits it to be for your nation and across the board, that's how it's going to be.
No questions.
You can live by that. Hey, Blue Magic, you can guarantee it. You will live by that order and you will die by it. Because you have no other way. Because the way that Yahawashi wants it is his way. Everybody's going to get out of their own way and get out of their own feelings. That's right. What I feel. Fuck what you feel. Fuck what I feel. Fuck what any brother here feels if it ain't feeling in Yahawashi. Right?
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 15. And it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be deleted.
And this is exactly, this devil, hey, is gearing up all systems to be on go hey, for this MOTB, the RFID hip. All right. Whether it be Neuralink, Neural Web, Walmart, digital ID, digital tattoo, Blackstone. All right. All these are systems set in place to lead up to the final universal basic income and the tracking and the financial aspect of this system and the enslavement, all right, of the people, especially Yahawah's people.
Yeah, because your whole when this thing is introduced, your whole lifestyle is gonna be based off of social credit score.
Yeah, and you see them gearing up. Hey, China already has it. You see, here in the on the strip and everything, these casinos are starting to put in more facial recognition.
Oh, yeah.
Jamaica's on that shit.
All right, Jamaica's on that
Thumbprint.
thumbprint. Hey, these Walgreens, these
Marks.
CVS's, Walmarts. Hey, they already have the locker coolers and everything like that. Hey, they're taking away the substance to flood the substance. You don't think that this devil has enough product to push forth substance or to put forth his beyond meat? See, this devil has enough to perform and do what he wants to do. He knows how to get the workaround. He already has a path that he is already cut out so he can get whatever it is that he needs. He has this devil, hey, he has the fatness of the earth. You don't believe he has warehouses around the world that he already has in place, that he's going through here to go through here to get what he needs
Right.
to sustain his kingdom, if he wants it sustained for however long he needs it for. Shelves are gonna go empty and then they're gonna be full. Right? Why? Because it's like a carrot dangling in front of the horse.
Or that one commercial with the guy with the thing with the dollar. Oh, you gotta be quicker than
Yeah.
shit.
I got it down.
Yeah, because that MOTB, I see it's just gonna be a solution.
Right. Hey, we let you back in the stores and go get your medication, pay your bills. All this is right here. You just got to go into that line right there and get that, and then you come on back. We'll let you continue life as it was.
Eat your Taco Bell.
Right?
You'll be a goddamn fool. Just let a goddamn syringe go into your fucking head. You know what I'm saying?
And leave behind a hamster shit turd. All right, RFID him and underneath your skin, because that's what it looks. It's a grain of rice, which that grain of rice reminds you of that little hamster shit turd. All right, why? Because it's ultimately a piece of shit.
It is a piece of shit.
And that syringe, when you look at it, that's how you know that this man's done with that same soap, because the syringe is basically formed out of the same, like the same way as look up a venomous snake tooth.
Right.
It's the same. It's the same fucking
Delivery
IP.
system.
So it's like them shooting venom in your ass.
Exactly. That's what the fucking the juice was. Shit with nothing but the snake, the serpent biting your ass.
Right.
Yeah, I got a good free for you. This is Ecclesiasticus 12:13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent?
Right. Right. And that's, when these people start bugging out because they took that juice, who gonna pity them?
Yeah.
When they take that C hip and fucking their lifestyle is fucked up. So who is gonna pity them?
Yep.
Brothers was out here week in and week out telling you dumbasses not to take that juice, man. And we here week in, week out telling you dumbasses not to take that C hip. So when the Lord destroys you, who's gonna fucking pity you? You already had the warning. That's like you playing, you fucking playing the little flute trying to control the snake and the motherfucker bite you.
Right.
Well, shit, I told you not to play with that snake.
Right.
Right. Continuing on, it says, or any such as come nigh wild beasts.
Yep. Or any such that come out wild beasts. Yeah, like a fucking stray dog.
Yeah, or like a bull.
Yeah,
You over there trying to be the matador.
yeah.
Right? Who's gonna pity him when he got stabbed and impaled with that horn?
Yep.
All right, right through his stomach. Now his guts are all over the floor, bleeding out.
Right.
right? Hey, you want to play with the fucking bull?
Right. You got it was this Edomite one time I was watching on Instagram, and his ass was walking a fucking trail, and a goddamn it looked like
Grizzly
a
bear?
cougar. No, it was like a cougar was stalking his ass.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
doing that shit.
yeah.
It was a mountain lion,
Stalking
yeah.
his ass.
What the fuck you on that trail for then? Without without your partner or whatever the case may be. But who gonna pity you for doing that?
Hey, you're not allowed to be on the trail with the bird.
Right.
So why do you have your ass out there anyway?
And that motherfucker was stalking him
Yeah.
for a minute, bro. He was turning around shooting. Yeah, I'll shoot.
Hey, that's how about Shimmy Al-Shai was showing him. That was vengeance. But he spared him for a second.
As soon as he would have took his eyes off of that goddamn mountain lion, it would have been over.
Okay, got another one. This is Amos 5:18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, Yahawah. To what end is it for you?
Yeah, Christians. Oh, I can't wait till the Lord come back for what?
You know, the day of Yahawah is darkness and not light.
Right, and we're entering into dark times. That's the day of the Lord. Before it gets better, these are going to get worse.
As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him.
Yes, it's going to be trouble to the point, in fact, to where you're thinking that you're safe. Oh, I took the sea here. I should be good. Nah, the missiles fly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or, oh, I passed the famine, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. And you got to worry about concentration camps.
Yeah.
And I'm talking just, for the wicked,
Right.
especially of our people, but, you're going to get past, our people going to get, because really those are just scourges for a minute. Our people going to get past certain things, but then on the other end, it's going to be something else springing up.
Hey, I got water, but you didn't know it was poisonous.
Right, right.
Or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him.
Yeah, I escaped that. Oh shit, there's something else coming.
Yeah.
That's how the time of trouble's gonna be. When you look right, left, up, down, it's always gonna be something going on.
And like that, putting your hand on the wall and serpent biting you. You leaning on that staff of Pharaoh.
Oh yeah,
You leaning on this house of cards that's getting ready to crumble. All right, but hey, you leaning on that NWO and get bit by the charagma.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, and that charagma is really you ain't gonna make it out the NWO.
That's right.
So there's no win in putting your trust in Egypt. All right, in this captivity. All right.
That's the thing. It's the same dude. It's
the same dude.
He went down that there.
Well, that's two-time loser, man.
Ain't got nothing.
Edomites are losers, man.
Just running around the park with a
Vespa.
Yeah, I also had a precept.
You get those.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 3, starting at verse 10. It says, Thou, O king, hast made a decree that every man shall hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, the psaltery, and dulcimer, and all kinds of music shall fall down and worship the golden image.
Oh, and that's going into the MOTP. That's what's about to happen.
Just like how it was back then in ancient Babylon, how Nebuchadnezzar had that golden image.
Yep.
If you didn't bow down, you were going to be put to that fiery furnace.
But when they
Basically,
did,
just put to death, right? So, just like in this time, like we just said, Ecclesiastes 1:9, nothing new under the sun. It's a different time, but the same setup.
hey, how about Shimmy Al-Shai say? Who will stand for me in that day? All right. Lo and behold, how about Shimmy Al-Shai is gonna kill all these motherfuckers. All right.
Now it's just digital. In Egypt before, I believe during the time of Ptolemy, they had the tattoo that marked the slaves.
Yeah.
Motherfucker spit that ass. Yeah, how about Shimmy Al-Shai gonna slaughter that motherfucker?
Verse 11.
It's all the fucking, I say this, that ghetto bullshit. Going through that, like the brother said, going through that furnace of affliction through the spirit. They got that. These doubles have a red list, blue list, and yellow list. That's what that's for.
Yeah.
The blue list is those that are oblivious to the NWO, don't know nothing, gonna go with society. The yellow lists are for potential threats, those that are basically that they claim they can re-educate, which they said even in the same sense of them saying re-educate, they said, but most likely, we're just gonna have them starve to death.
Right.
Then you got the TOSs.
We got them as a sacrifice.
Yeah, yeah,
As a to a certain deity,
yeah.
right? Because that's what these devils do. Everything is tiered for them for sacrifices. They serve many gods.
Yep.
All right. Slot.
Now that yellow list, they're gonna be thrown into concentration camps, right? And then they say they're gonna try to re-educate them, but most likely they're gonna starve. We got the red list, which is TOS, terminate on site. And it says specifically on the red list, which that's the list we're under. All right, when you come to that's why the apostles say know what you meant. Because when you come into the faith, you're marked on that red list. That means that they're gonna come in your crib when shit pops off at 4 in the morning. Which
Two.
Yeah.
What is
Three.
Bridge?
Their
How
numbers-
rich you now?
They're how witching it starts at 3.
3, yeah. So that hour, they can either drag you out or TOS you. All right, that's the futuristic goal for those that are against the NWO that are on the red list, which that would be us. See, just because you think they're not watching, they're watching. They know who this brother is. They know who this brother is. They know who we all are. Once you start going against this system, once your face is on that tube, you get marked.
And once you start even question the fact that you looked at a video, listen, that is that is ability for interrogation.
Yep.
All right, because
Come to you to find us.
right,
Yeah.
you're gonna want to make sure that you're not a radical on us.
Yeah.
Right.
They
Right.
They got this thing down.
How many videos did you watch?
Yeah.
Right. Did you watch 3 times? Did you watch continuously? Because if you watch continuously, guess what? This devil is out to use you.
It's that eagle eye, Palantir.
Right.
They see everything and they got eyes.
That's why these Sakari members. But I think Alazar, I don't know if y'all got him on his fucking social media, but that motherfucker just clubbing out, big chains. He's not a part of it. That's because they came to him with a price. Because he had influence over Jake. But then what happened? The Lord smote his ass. And now where's his sheep at? Where's his flock at? Same thing with General Gehenna. He told you idiots to do what? Take the fucking juice. He said, we're gonna have a good summer. We're gonna go to the beach. That was in the pandemic. Say, y'all go ahead and take that. You know? You fucking idiots took it. Shade wearing starter kid ass Israelites. You took the shit. Then you had that one eye kid made member say, oh, when I took it, I felt like I lost faith. Nigga, you didn't have faith.
Right.
At all.
Yeah, that's why you took.
That was the realization that you didn't have.
Yep.
Right.
Us brothers ain't take that shit. We was able to go back to work.
Yeah.
We was able to fucking still go into the society. You know what I'm saying? Go grab something to eat, whatever the case may be. You know, we were still able to function. Then the devil say, you don't need this shit no more. You don't need the juice no more. The shit's over. Duped you idiots, man.
Yep.
We ain't take it. We ain't take it yet. And still, we ain't take no tests. We ain't do none of that shit, man. Get no goddamn thing stuck up our nose, halfway into our brain, which that goes back to ancient Egypt too. They was doing that shit. All you people that took that juice, guess what you're gonna take next? You're gonna take that goddamn sea hit, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was a prelude for that. That devil was making your body ready to accept that device in your skin.
So either you got off from that or you about to get off.
Right. Right. Hey, hopefully, how about Yahawashi? He is going to make sure. He is going to make sure that you fall within your lot.
Yep.
Right.
We don't care if you're the elect and you were ignorant before you took it and you learned the truth, like the elder Yahshua said, man, go get you specific herbs. I think with the pine, you get you pine extract. Take that, it'll get that out of your system. But you ones that knowingly took it, and you know the prophecies.
Said, I gotta keep my job. I gotta
Yep.
keep my job.
Yeah, because the Lord blessed brothers at that time, man. Brothers was getting that fucking unemployment and shit. You know, certain brothers and brothers still was able to get jobs after that.
Right.
because we trust in the Lord.
Right. Yahawashi said he'll take care of his prophets.
Your
Yep.
servant shall eat.
Right.
Daniel 3 and Daniel 3 and 11. And whoso falleth not down and worshipeth, that he should be cast in the midst of a burning fiery furnace.
Yep.
So there you go.
Which today is going to be your concentration camps. Today is going to be what? You getting TOS, terminated on site. You know what I'm saying? Getting your head stuck in a guillotine. You might get hit by a firing squad. However Esau sees fit, you know, to exterminate you, to make you a sacrifice or an example, because that's really what it's going to be.
Right.
Why you think Meshach, Rashach, and Abednego got thrown into that furnace, fiery furnace, or fiery furnace? Because an example, if you don't do this, this is what's going to happen. Just like the Greek Empire.
Yeah, but you see how Yahawashi turned around and made them an example unto the whole world.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
He was supposed to be an example of to those who were just there. That's what that was. That was just for them, just there. But yet they're an example to the whole world still to this day. The world, hey, not only the nation of Israel, but all the world. All right. Hey, reads these scriptures, may not have the understanding, but they know the story of the three holy children.
Yeah.
All right. They know the story. They may not believe it, but they know the story. All right. It is for us to believe upon the account and the testimony of Yahawashi. Everything that was written aforetime was written for our learning.
That's right.
All right. It's not about other people. It's about the people
And
of the book.
And it's a faith booster too, as well.
Right.
That when you're in that trouble, Yahawashi can deliver you out.
To anything.
Mhm.
That fire, bro, you know, people don't realize, man, that second death, they think that it's gonna be something light. Like you get dumbass Israelites that'll say, oh, well, if I get burnt by fire, well,
It'll go quick.
Yeah, nah, the Lord gonna keep you.
Hey, that's an look. You think in the mind that an eternity, right? Even if it's 15 minutes, how about Yahawashi? Hey, can make it feel like it's your whole generation till you come back to the very moment that you are put forth out of the womb. All right, you might be tormented with it in the womb. Okay, until you come out of the womb, then you'll start to understand. Then you'll get that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you're going, you know, once you go forth, all of us gonna have to go forth to the judgment seat. So you know how many souls are about to be called back to the Heavenly Father, man? Y'all don't realize the extent of those vessels being hit, mass judgment. A lot of souls are about to be called back to the Father.
Hey, that's heathens too.
Yep.
Heathens gonna be there too.
Yep.
So you gotta wait. You gotta wait in line. Wait your turn. All right. When does he deem the time necessary? On his time. When is his time? Forever.
Going back to Revelation 13 and 16, it says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive that charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Yep. And then that means from the least to the greatest, right? Because that pandemic eliminated middle class. Oh, you got us poor and you got us rich. So from the least to the greatest, from the smallest, when your kids come out of the womb, they're gonna be trying to see them up. They're gonna be trying to do shit. And if you don't do that with your kids, then they can put a penalty on you. This devil got shit, man.
Take them up and do it anyway.
Do it anyway, yep.
You know that this devil's not gonna.
Right.
You know this devil is not gonna take the device which he has planned for the world.
The higher needs.
Right? Why? Because he ultimately knows. Remember, he wants to set himself on the throne as if he is the Most High. So what does he need it for? He's supposed to be in his mind the natural.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. You know, as that old saying goes, rules for thee, but not for me.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And hey, and that's why the people, these Confederates who are with Esau Edom are turning against him, turning against America. Why? Because rules for thee, but not for me. All right. Trump said, hey, you do this and you live by this, but we're not going to do it. You have to sign on to this treaty, but we're not going to sign. All right. But you've made the rule, you've made the law that is supposed to govern the land. You made everybody else sign, but you're exempt from the law that you made. I thought this was in the betterment of the world.
Right.
That's what the people are starting to see. It's like, wait, but you give us this, but you can do whatever. But it's not fair. It's those unrighteous decrees.
Yep. Right.
Well, they can't have no one over them telling them what the fuck to do. So they gotta, like say, be
They
as
can't-
though if
They
if
can't have accountability.
yeah, that too.
They can't be held accountable for the shit that they do. If I don't sign it, I'm not accountable.
Yeah.
I made you sign it, therefore you're under the law of accountability. You subscribe to it. I just wrote it. Hey man, I just wrote it. That's what they, I just wrote it. You signed it, but I just wrote it. Right? I have to enforce it. So I'm exempt. Yahawah Shem Yahawashi is about order. He wrote it. He didn't exempt us from the law. He made us the law. All right? In Yahawah Shem Yahawashi.
Yeah, that's why Yahawashi came back and was that perfect example.
Right.
He fulfilled the law.
So how are we going to be exempt from something that governs the world?
Universe.
The universe. Are you not under the sun though? Right. At the very least, are you not under the sun? So therefore, you would be governed by the things that are under the sun, the order that was set up for this time, for this age, and for this people, and for an eternity. Because Yahawah Shem Yahawashi dwells in the heavens. Okay? The universe is still under the foot of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. All right? So therefore, like the brother said, the universe is governed by the law, statutes, and commandments that Yahawah Shem Yahawashi has set forth.
Revelation 13 and 17. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Right. Hey, unless you get down with this devil's system, you won't have a system to be a part of in the eyes of this devil. But you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, as well as the speckled bird whose father's line goes back, you're not a part of a system. You're a part of a heritage. You have a lineage. You have a promise. You have a covenant. You have an oath that was already made with your forefathers. Your very blood that pumps through your veins already has solidified and required you to follow suit as such. And when you don't follow suit, you'll get the judgment, but yet you will still, be under that covenant. There's no escaping what Yahawah Shem Yahawashi has already predestinated for all nations, but especially for you, Jake. All right? You were to do the work of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi to make your calling and election sure. To Adawana Rataza, be of the house of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi, be of the elect to receive salvation on this goal. All right? If not, like Elder Malcolm always says, the nutsack Israelite, hey, you'll come through the seed line of the elect of the nation of Israel. Right?
Yeah. Revelation 16 and 2 says, And the first went and poured out his veil upon the earth, and it fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the charagma of the beast, and upon them who worship his image. So if you ever saw the movie Upgrade, it showed like the after effect of what happened to his skin and fucked them all up. So, with that radiation going through your body, ain't no telling what, like, you're gonna get fucked up. You're gonna be all jacked up. That radiation can eat through your skin. You talk about cancer, it's some other stuff you're gonna get jacked up on. All right? It's gonna, but
Where the artist said to get sleep.
uh,
Big sleep. Right.
But yeah, and if you an Israelite, that take you gonna get burnt up with fire, thermonuclear fire, or fire from those cherry.
Yeah, get that Sarah Connor. Okay. I got a couple of scripts and then we'll go ahead and close out. It's going to be here, the book of Isaiah, chapter 35, starting at verse 4, and it says, Say to them that are of a fearful heart, be strong, fear not. Behold, your power, Yahawah Shem Yahawashi, will come with vengeance. Even the power, Yahawah Shem Yahawashi, with a recompense. He will come and save you. All right. So Yahawah Shem Yahawashi is coming to save his elect, the chosen of his people, the chosen of his nation. He is coming to restore and to heal. All right. That's why he has the prophets on the scene. All right. This is before Yahawashi comes himself. He has his men heralding him in. Hey, man, go tell everybody that I'm coming. All right. The prophets are the essentially, in layman's terms, the hype men for Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. Hey, man, tell them my concert's coming. Hey, that feast, that festival is coming. Hey, it's going to be a feast and festival like never before. All right. Go and tell them I'm coming. All right. Go get the ones that I want. You don't know who they are. You'll know who they are by the Spirit. Try the Spirit by the Spirit. Go and tell them. Bring them here. All right, because I'm ready. All right. He's just he's the groom doing his last minute preparations, as we are the bride waiting. Verse 5. Then then the eyes of the blind shall be open, and the ears of the deaf shall be unstopped. Then shall the lame man leap and leap in heart, and the tongue of the dumb sing. For in the wilderness shall water break out and stream in the desert, and the preach slocking and the parched ground shall become a pool, and the thirsty land spring of water. All right, so Yahawah Shem Yahawashi is going to return the living water unto the entire nation of Israel. Every Israelite man, woman, child will have the word of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi in them. Take away the stony heart and give us the fleshly. We'll no more have to teach our neighbors, our brothers and our sisters. All right, we will teach the other nations the way of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. And if they don't get it, they'll get it beat into until they do get it. 1,000 years of hard-poured, rigorous bondage is what these other nations are going to receive. All right, ultimately to learn the way of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi in righteousness. All right, and a recompense for what they have done unto Yahawah Shem Yahawashi's a nation, his name, his people, his land. All right, Yahawah Shem Yahawashi is here to restore and to create life everlasting, evermore. All right, for the Israelites, and so that the kingdom of heaven of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi may be on earth. All right, brother, got anything else? All right, with that, hey, we're gonna go ahead and face the east. We're gonna give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahawah, Hashem, Yahawashi, Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening and learning, to the bahasham, double dot, the house of David. Till the next time, it's men of valor saying shalom. Shalom.